Hello, Rebel fans, and welcome to another edition of Rich High School Basketball. We got a doubleheader tonight as the ladies and the boys will take on Manila here at the region opener live from Rich High School. Tip-off is scheduled for probably about 15 minutes from now as we move into our pregame show brought to you by Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau. Bear Lake, Utah, and Idaho, the best family vacations happen here. Plan your vacation today. Visit bearlake.org. We'll hear from them, and then we'll set the scene for tonight's game. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich High Rebel Basketball on 98.3 FM with live video online at mylocalradio.com.
Early Oregon-bound immigrants traveled through the Bear Lake Valley. U.S. Highway 30 basically follows the Oregon Trail. Many wagon trains stopped at Thomas L. Pegleg Smith Trading Post, located near Dingle, Idaho, for supplies. One traveler wrote of camping along Cotton Line Bear River, watching grass as tall as a man wave in the wind. Today, you don't have to ride in a wagon to visit Bear Lake Valley, but the rich history is still here to enjoy. Visit bearlake.org for more information.
So this is the reserve at Bear Lake, most beautiful place in the world. Come here and find out how you can buy your own Airbnb property and help pay for itself, or just come here and enjoy a second home. Sports courts, pools, hot tubs, access to 200 miles of mountain trails. Brand new homes now starting at $600,000. Quarter shares starting at $250,000. Would like you to invite you to be part of that. Call Gary McKee at Bear Lake Realty at 435-946-8888.
Welcome back to the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau pregame show, where the Rich Rebels will be taking on the Manila Mustangs here at home. Our scene set today is brought to you by My Local Radio. Set the scene for your business to increase in 2022. Advertise more with mylocalradio.com. Today, the Rebels are the home team, so we'll talk about them first. Let's address, again, the elephant in the room. I'm Milan, filling in for Cody Olson as he is wrapping up a well-deserved vacation. He'll be back with you guys starting next week. Also joining me, we have Rob Leifson. And Rob, last time these ladies were on the court, they lost a tough one to Westside.
That is true, but I think from what I talked to Coach Lundgren, they are ready to get back on the court. And the biggest bonus is getting Taylor McKee back on the floor.
Yeah, absolutely. Got a chance to talk with Coach Lundgren earlier in the week. We played it on the Rebel on Record show, and he mentioned that Taylor McKee, though limited, will have an impact in this first region game of 2022. For the Manila Mustangs, really, really young team. Looking at the roster, I think I only count one senior. It is number 30, Cora Guyman. Two, excuse me. We have Aurora Draper. Both of those two will feature heavily for this team for Coach Tony Pendleton. So things definitely kind of turning over a little bit for the Manila Mustangs. You're tuned in to the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau pregame show. This has been your mylocalradio.com scene set. When we come back, we're going to have our, we're a little unclear on who we have for our standout interview.
I think our standout student is the principal, Rick Larson.
Yeah, so we'll hear from Mr. Larson after this on a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich High Lady Rebel Basketball on KQ and mylocalradio.com.
They say the three most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
Atlas Home Care and Hospice provides skilled nursing and physical therapy services in your home in Rich County. In-home service providers include Natalie Cornea, Kylie Argyle, Brady Stokes, and Bradley Holmes. Call Atlas Home Care and Hospice today.
I don't believe we have a standout student interview today, so we'll get back onto that. By the way, our standout student is brought to you by the Town of Woodruff, the Mayor and Town Council. A big thank you to them for making our standout student interviews possible this year. We're going to go ahead and step aside. When we come back, we'll have more of the pregame show. You're listening to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich High Lady Rebel basketball on 98.3 FM with live video online at mylocalradio.com.
When you enter the city limits of the town of Woodruff, the sign welcomes you to a place with the coldest temps and the warmest hearts. Settled in 1870, we celebrate the values of kindness, compassion, and friendliness, knowing a community's greatness may best be measured by the compassionate actions of its members. Mayor Scott Sabian, council members Millie Bradshaw, Raymond Franson, Kent Stewart, and Jason Peterson, with Secretary Lisa Bell, welcome you and say,
Go Red Rebels!
I think we do have an interview with Principal Larson, and I believe we're going to get to it right now.
Welcome, Rich Rebel fans, here to the Coach's Corner and Rebel on Record. We are joined here with Coach and Principal Larson of Rich High School. We're going to be touching up a little bit as to how the school's doing, seeing where everybody's at, and just kind of getting a glimpse into Rich High School. Principal Larson, first of all, how the heck are you? Are you ready for the holidays?
Hey, doing great. Yeah, we're always ready for the holidays. It's a great time of year, though. Winter sports are cranking. We're busy. Kids are really, really busy gearing up to the holidays, but that's kind of why it makes it a little special. Give them a little time off, spend some time with families, do maybe a little vacation things here and there. So, yeah. But, yeah, right now, school's cranking. Kids are doing great, but very, very busy.
Principal Larson, we're excited to be covering winter sports right now. We're in the thick of it right now in terms of basketball. I mean, quite frankly, this week we've got 3 games for the boys, 2 games for the girls. I have the biggest problem in being pulled 1,000 different directions. Not enough Rich Rebel sports going on right now. As the principal and as kind of like the leader of all these kids, how do you feel like everybody's doing this winter in terms of athletics right now?
You know, overall, our programs are running great. It's hard to gauge your programs by simply wins and losses. Oftentimes we look at how our kids are doing, and if you get in the hallways and there's still a lot of excitement going on. We had a rough weekend, busy weekend. Both the ball teams have scheduled some pretty tough schedules to start out this year. On the boys and girls side of things. The wrestlers have been going up against some pretty stiff competition. We've also got a girls wrestling team, about 13 of them this year. And, everyone's doing real well. If you come and walk the halls, everyone's upbeat. They're supportive. Our kids, our fan sections, if you come in the gym, we have a great fan section. Whether we're winning, whether we're losing, they're behind our kids. Our cheerleaders do a great job. Our advisors there. So, yeah, great pep band as well. So if you walk.
A big thank you to the town of Woodruff, mayor and town council for bringing us this interview with Principal Larson. Sorry we have to cut that a little bit short as they have put 10 minutes on the clock instead of the usual time that we've seen in between games. Coming up next on the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau pregame show, we will have a kind of a modified version of our coaches show during the pregame coaches show brought to you by Pam Cornea at Town & Country Realty in Garden City. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich High Lady Rebel basketball on 98.3 FM with video coverage online at mylocalradio.com.
Pam Cornea with Town & Country Realty in beautiful Bear Lake enthusiastically supports the Rich High Rebels.
After all, I raised 4 of them, from football, basketball, wrestling to volleyball. I supported them all. I bleed blue.
The Caribbean of the Rockies, Bear Lake, offers a variety of activities in every season. Pam would love to assist you in finding your own Bear Lake retreat. Call her today, 435-779-0012.
And we welcome you back to the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau pregame show. Visit bearlake.org to find hot deals this winter for some fun vacation getaways. That's bearlake.org. We are broadcasting live from Ridge High School, where the Rebels meet the Manila Mustangs in the first game of the region season. Let's talk about this interesting versus baller that we're going to get rid of. That's still a little bit out of date. Let's talk about the Manila Mustangs, they come in with a fairly young core. I mean, 2 seniors on the team, Aurora Draper, Cora Guyman are the only 2 seniors on this team. And then not a single junior. The rest of them freshmen and sophomores. In the little bit of research I've been able to do, the 5 you're probably going to see Cora Guyman, Sadie Davis, Cameron Slaw, as well as Reagan Browning and Aurora Draper. I believe those are going to be the main go-to people for the Manila Mustangs here tonight. We didn't get a chance to actually talk with any of the coaches because of the unique circumstances surrounding the broadcast with the absence of Cody and me having to prepare for my own broadcast. But that kind of gives you a look into Manila as, again, Rob Langston, really young team.
Yep. They are riding a 3-game winning streak. They won last night over St. Joseph in Ogden, 35-27. And they average about 30 points a game, which in comparison to the Rebels, they average 31, so it should be a good matchup. We did see the JV squad was pretty much the same girls that you're going to see in the varsity game, and Rich was able to take care of that one. Let me pull up a score for you. So the Rebel girls won 46-22 in the JV game.
That kind of gives you an idea of Manila. When we come back, we're going to talk the same about Cody Lundgren and the Rebels. You're tuned in to the Pam Cornea at Town & Country Realty Pregame Coaches Show on the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau Pregame Show. When we come back, we'll talk about the Rebels coached by Cody Lundgren. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich High Lady Rebel Basketball on 98.3 FM with video coverage online at mylocalradio.com.
When you think about Bear Lake, think family, fun, fishing, beaches, boats, green, and great food. Think water, wildlife, trails, and shakes, snow, scenery, and sun. Think summer. Go to bearlake.org and plan your visit today. Visit Scenic Idaho.
All right, we're about 5.5 minutes away from the start of this one. Rebels taking on the Manila Mustangs. And for Coach Cody Lundgren, last time they were out, they lost to the Westside Pirates on the road. You got a chance to talk with Coach Lundgren, Rob. And what is the essence of the conversation?
Well, he doesn't know a lot about Manila. He did watch the JV game, obviously, and he said he took a lot from that game. The Rebels are bringing some good firepower. Ambria Lutz is averaging almost 10 points a game, and Darlene Peterson about 8 rebounds per game. I think the biggest thing you're going to see is the impact of Taylor. I'm not to put too much pressure on her, but when you lose your quarterback, so to speak, in a football game, it makes you create some new options, and she is the quarterback of the team. She's what drives everything, so having her back on the floor should make a huge difference for the Lady Rebels.
Again, Coach Lundgren, when I spoke with him earlier this week, said, yes, we are getting her back, but she's going to be on basically a pitch count. So we'll see what she does with the limited minutes, but either way, it's good to have her back on the floor. We are about 5 minutes away from the start. This has been a modified version of the Coaches Show, brought to you by Pam Cornea at Town & Country Realty in Garden City, selling Bear Lake, Idaho, and Utah. We'll be right back with the Laketown Ledger on this Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich High Lady Rebel Basketball on 98.3 FM with video coverage online at mylocalradio.com.
Success is no accident. It comes from constant hard work, perseverance, sacrifice, and learning from failure. Laketown Mayor Burdette Weston and council members Dallas Clark, Gary Ogilvie, Eldon Robinson, and Delora Wright encourage the Rich High Rebels to continue to do whatever it takes to succeed in academics, activities, and athletics. The Town Council and citizens of Laketown celebrate the success of all the students and staff in the Rich School District.
Welcome back to the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau pregame show. The Laketown Ledger today is brought to you by the Town of Laketown, Mayor and Town Council. And for the Laketown Ledger, I mean, It's a lot of unknowns. A really young team, 3-5 record for Manila. They currently sit third in 1A Region 22, but they're riding a 3-game winning streak, so that is huge. As we also can tell you where Max Preps has them in the entire 1A, and right now, according to Max Preps, they sit at number 20. Rich, definitely a little bit higher. The Rebels are definitely the favorite in this one, you would think, Rob Larson.
I would agree.
Thanks to the Laketown Mayor and Town Council for sponsoring this edition of the Laketown Ledger. We're about 3 minutes away from the tip-off today. You're listening to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich High Lady Rebel Basketball, 98.3 FM, with video coverage online at mylocalradio.com.
Now you've got a safe and secure place to store your boat, RV, ATVs, and other vehicles right in town. T-Bar Body Shop offers storage for just $35 per month. Long and short-term storage options are available. Of course, T-Bar Body Shop also offers custom bodywork when you have an accident. We work with your insurance directly and get the job done right. T-Bar Body Shop offers a wide range of services. Stop in today and see all the ways T-Bar can serve you. 515 County Road, Evanston. Let T-Bar fix your car.
This presentation on mylocalradio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
Welcome back to the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau pregame show. Our keys to the game, brought to you today by mylocalradio.com. One important key to running a successful business is advertising. An advertisement is a daily invitation for customers to do business with you. Advertise with mylocalradio.com. And Rob Larson, what are our keys to the game?
Well, in honor of KDQ and classic rock and roll, I'm going to take a phrase from the Eagles. You got to take it easy. The girls seem to get a little bit panicked. They need to relax and take it easy. Number 2, roll with the changes, and that is ROLE, because they're going to switch roles having Taylor back, so they need to accept what role they get. And the last one, we need some multiple scorers.
And we're going to do our national anthem. Those are My Local Radio keys to the game. We'll be right back after this.
At the Evanston Walmart, you'll find all the tools students need to succeed. Our team is committed to providing quality products and an excellent shopping experience. Stop in today. 125 North 2nd Street, Evanston. Walmart. Save money, live better.
Atlas Home Care and Hospice provides skilled nursing and physical therapy services in your home in Rich County. In-home service providers include Natalie Cornea, Kylie Argyle, Brady Stokes, and Bradley Holmes. Call Atlas Home Care and Hospice today. Proudly serving the people of Randolph and Hiram, Utah since 1997. Dr. Sean Grohl with Comprehensive Family Dental offers dentistry for patients of all ages. Great care, positive environment, and fair prices. Call for an appointment today.
Thank you, guys. All right, for our starting lineup from Manila, we have number 1.
A beautiful rendition of our national anthem as we go to our starting lineups. Brought to you by Lutz Construction, Excavation and Landscape. Premier commercial and residential excavation and landscape being We Dig Bear Lake. Call 435-946-8678. And it looks like our starting lineups for Manila is number 11, Aurora Draper. Number 12, Abby Schofield. Number 30, Cora Guyman. And the rest of them all run in there before I could get the numbers read. As Brittany Lamborn will run out to lead the home team. Ambria Lutz will be right behind her as Taylor McKee makes her return for the first time this season. Kinsey Smith, number 44, running back out. And then Darlene Peterson, who's done a good job kind of being a cog in this offense in the absence of McKee. We'll see what happens when you finally get the rest of them together. Thanks to Lutz Construction, We Dig Bear Lake for sponsoring today's starting lineups here on the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau pregame show. Today's tip-off is brought to you by MyLocalRadio.com as we get set for the beginning of this one. Rich on the left side in the white, Manila in the gray and red as the My Local Radio tip-off is won by the Rebels. Right side to Lamborn, Smith in the corner. Takes one dribble, back out to Lamborn at the top of the circle. Now she penetrates into the elbow, back to Smith, hand off to Peterson. McKee on the left side, moves to the left block, and she's fouled. Hits the ground with a smile on her face, knowing that she is actually going to get to hit some Bear Lake Realty free throws. And happy birthday to Gary McKee of Bear Lake Realty. Actually, no, the free throws are not going to come, so they judge the foul on the drive. And the inbound play by Crawford Trough is stolen by the Manila Mustangs before
Ambria Lutz gets a little bump.
Yep. Lutz commits the foul. It's going to be the first one on Lutz, so one foul apiece. I thought I was being slick with the whole happy birthday to Gary McKee because I thought that was on the shot, not the drive. Anyway, back to live action. Schofield goes Guyman at the left block, ripped away by Smith, and the pass taken away by Browning. Wide open, Slaw from the left block, puts the shot up and in, and Manila strikes first, 2-0 Mustangs. Rebels lose the basketball on their side of the field, and as you mentioned, take it easy, kind of getting speed jammed a little bit here at the opening seconds of our first quarter, brought to you by T7 Propane in Woodruff. For all your propane needs, call 435-793-4208. 2-0 Manila on the Station on Main scoreboard with 6:41 left in the T7 Propane first quarter. Lutz at the top of the circle. Back to McKee on the right side. Sheep goes into the lane, puts the shot up. Contact made between her and Guyman, but the shot actually kind of just goes high and into the arms of Manila. Slaw, jump shot, right side, free throw extended. Too hard off the back iron. Oh, actually, that rolled through. 4-0 Manila. McKee holds at the points. Goes Lutz on the right elbow. 6:07. Smith, left side, three, splash! And it's a one-point ball game after Mackenzie Smith hits the three ball, and it seems like that's going to be her role in 2022, is the sniper from outside. Slaw, pass bopped up by Darlene Peterson, and it's a steal brought to you by Rich County. Rebels are the championship cause, as on the other end, Lamborn draws the foul. It's going to come against Schofield, and that's the second foul on the Mustangs. Schofield will come out in favor for Kaylee Blair. Freshman. A lot of freshmen and sophomores on this team. Inbound pass to Peterson. She is shoved as she makes the shot from the right block. And that's going to come against Aurora Draper. And now here's our first Bear Lake Realty free throws. The most experienced and highest volume realtor in Bear Lake Valley. Peterson, first one. Touch too hard. Bounce tie and down. Lutz, McKee, Smith, Lamborn, and Peterson, who is shooting the free throws, on the floor for Rich. Peterson off the front iron, but it rattles high and in and out of the cylinder. Rebound by the Mustangs Blair. Browning across the logo, picked up by Lutz. Goes right side, Draper. Finds Guyman at the right block, and Darlene Peterson does a good job getting contact on the ball, but the second chance by Guyman goes through. 6-3 Mustangs with 5:18 to play here in the T7 Propane first quarter. Right side, Lamborn. Back over to Lutz. Lamborn and Lutz just going back and forth right now. 5:06 in the T7 first. Driving in the lane and draws the foul is Lamborn. It's going to be on Guyman.
That's a good example, though, because the play before you had Darlene driving the lane, and this time you got Brittany. I think that's one of the keys. We need multiple players to be scoring the basketball.
First Bear Lake Realty free throw. Bounces off the iron and high. Draper's going to come out in favor for Sadie Davis. Wearing the plastic face mask. To be honest, if I ever played this game in high school, I'd probably be wearing one of those too. Lamborn with the shot, no good. Rebound by Peterson, and she finishes it off. 1 point ball game. 6-5 stolen by the Rebels. Another Rich County steal. There goes Lutz into the lane. Her shot off the mark. Rebound by Smith, and she draws the foul. Kind of a reversal of fortunes from what we saw about 24 hours ago in North Summit in the boys game. The Lady Rebels getting to the charity stripe early, and they're doing it often, and they're cashing in a chance to take the lead for Mackenzie Smith. First free throw, nothing but nets. Again, that free throw brought to you by Bear Lake Realty. Call Gary or Amber McKee, 435-946-8888, or visit bearlakerealty.com. Tie ball game, 4:49 as 2 of 2 is on the way, and that one off the back iron, no good. Smith almost got her own rebound, but she's trapped out by Manila. Slaw on the right elbow, covered by Lutz. Back up to Davis. On the right elbow, now back Guyman, right block, puts the shot up over Peterson. No good, gets her own rebound, but it's out of her hands. Picked up by Lutz before it crosses over the left sideline. 4:25 to play here in the first quarter. As the shot from Rich is no good, rebound by Smith. And she's fouled. Nope, sorry. Check that, jump ball.
That was a nice pass by McKee. That's one of her talents right there. She can handle the basketball.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how long she's on the floor. Again, Coach Lundgren did tell us at the beginning of the week that she would be limited. 4:10 to play in the T7 Propane first. Tie ball game at 6. Davis with the face mask, drives towards the free throw line. Ball's on the ground, picked up by Lutz. She distributes it outside to the point guard, McKee. Long pass, right side, Lamborn. Quick pass to Smith in the lane, and she bobbles it under the basket. Walking away, patting her chest, saying, "That's on me." And the ball goes back to Manila. Substitution coming in, Kate Bambraw for Sadie Davis. Slaw inbounds quickly, and now Schofield with the basketball. Bounces back to Slaw into the left block. Puts the shot up, blocked by Darlene Peterson. Guyman tries to get the rebound, but it's going to be Peterson who comes out of the dog pile. McKee out in front of the crowd. Taylor from the right block. Finger rolls it in, and it's no shot. An offensive foul called on a huge play. The Manila fans are celebrating. The Rich fans, including Coach Lundgren, is wondering what's going on right now. 3:38 to play, and the foul will go against number 2, Darlene Peterson. Ball is in the hands of Manila. Left side, Bambraw. And are we going to get a tie-up as Lamborn got to Bambraw. And the ball will be a tie-up, but the possession arrow pointing towards the team in gray. Lamborn checks out, and Violet Taylor, the sophomore, checking in. 3:24 to play. Cameron Slaw goes right side to Bambra. Excuse me, that's Kate Bambra in the left elbow. Tries to penetrate inside the lane, bounces back out to Slaw, right side to Blair. Slaw at the free throw line, and McKee's going to get called for a foul. Came in to try to play defense, but made contact with the body and kind of moved her a little bit. And they will judge it as a shooting foul. So free throws coming for Manila High School.
Let's go,
Cameron Slaw, the freshman guard, with the chance to put Manila up by 1, and that's exactly what she does. Splashes it through, and it's 7-6 Manila with 3:08 left in the T7 Propane first quarter. Slaw again, splashes that one through, and it's a 2-point game after the free throw is hit by Cameron. It'll be Lutz that brings it forward after the inbound pass by Crawford Trough by Violet Taylor. Now finds McKee, bounces it right side, puts the shot up. Emily Argyle splashes it through from the left block. 8-8 on the Station on Main scoreboard as the ball goes off of a couple players and into the Rich bench. Judged last touched by the Rebels by the referee on the near side. Slaw with the basketball back towards the logo, hands off to Blair. She keeps it on the right elbow. Lobs it back towards Bambra. Slaw now left side, Schofield in the elbow. Back out to Slaw. They're trying to find Guyman, who is being covered pretty well by Violet Taylor. Picked away by Taylor, and now she's going to go left block and finishes it off. By the way, that was Darlene Peterson playing good defense on Slaw, but it was Taylor who puts the shot up on the fast break, causes Coach Pendleton to call timeout. 10-8 the score on the Station on Main scoreboard. We'll be right back after this on a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich High Lady Rebel Basketball on KQ and mylocalradio.com.
Whether it's for your home, your ranch, your equipment, or your business, when you need propane, count on the best. T7 Propane in Woodruff. The safe and professional team at T7 Propane offers quality product and the most responsive propane service in the area, so you can enjoy the affordability, reliability, and efficiency of propane. For heating, cooking, grilling, motor fuel, and more, count on the team at T7 for your personal or business propane needs. 435-793-4208.
10-8 the score on the Station on Main scoreboard, as it is the Rich Rebels on top after a great play by Ellie Argyle, I believe, or excuse me, Violet Taylor. Yeah, you're right. Made it 10-8 on the fast break. Go ahead.
Cassidy Grohl just checked in the game as well.
So it's Grohl, McKee, Peterson, Taylor, and Argyle. I believe pass intercepted by McKee. Big smile on her face. Dribbles towards the right wing, back in the elbow. One-hand pass to Taylor. Makes the shot, falling away, and Peterson will not be denied. Quick steal again by the Rebels, and it's a 6-0 run. 14-8. What a swing for the Rebels. Left side blocked shot by Darlene Peterson as Abby Schofield tries to elevate in the left wing. Peterson goes high and blocks that one back towards the Rich bench. And the energy has been injected. Lutz comes, or excuse me,
McKee.
Yeah, McKee comes in for Taylor, Lutz comes in for Taylor McKee. Bounces it left side to Bambro. Or excuse me, that was Schofield, and travel called on the Mustangs. Couldn't see kind of over in that corner what happened, but it is Rich basketball as they lead by 6. They're on a 6-0 run right now. 1:27 to play in the T7 Propane first. Taylor bounces it off the foot of Peterson, picked up by Lutz, and she gets called for a travel as Sadie Davis, who's back in the game, causes Lutz to kind of take an extra step. 6-point lead for the Rebels. 1:18 to play in the T7 Propane first quarter. Right side to Slaw. She's across the timeline, and she gets called for a travel, though. Got a lot of plane tickets being issued here.
That's their 12th turnover in the quarter.
For Manila, as Rich leads it by 6. Grohl on the right side, back to Lutz. Left side, 3, got it! And now it's a 17-8 lead. 9-0 run for the Rebels. Inbound play by Manila, right side, and that one is busted 3. Ball is loose, picked up by Slaw. She dribbles along the right sideline, goes all the way to the right block, puts too strong of a floater up, picked out of the sky by Grohl. Peterson, quick pass, left side. I believe that was Argyle.
Yep.
And she draws the foul. Bear Lake Realty free throws on the way for Ellie Argyle.
Rich is only 1 of 6 so far from the free throw line, though.
Something that Coach Lundgren, no doubt, wants to turn around. First one from Argyle is good. 10-point lead. Man, this was a tie game, it seems like, just a minute ago. And now Rich has gone on a 10-0 run here in the first quarter, brought to you by T7 Propane. 33.9 seconds. Second Bear Lake Realty free throw off the front iron light, pulled down by Manila. Slaw at the logo, right side, Blair. Guyman, right block, jump shot from a ways out. Too strong, rebound by Schofield, and she puts it in. And that ends a 10-0 run. Lutz goes left side to Argyle. Lutz, top of the circle 3, no good. Pulled down by Smith on the rebound. Her shot too light, rebounded by Rich, and it goes off of Manila and over the baseline. Lutz to inbound it for the Rebels. Lob pass to Grohl, back to Lutz in the right wing, dribbles into the elbow, puts the jump shot up at the buzzer, too hard. But the Rebels with a decent lead. It's an 8-point lead for Rich over Manila after the end of the first quarter, brought to you by T7 Propane. Our first quarter, again, brought to you by T7 Propane. For all your propane needs, call 435-793-4208. The score on the station on main scoreboard is 18 for Rich, 10 for Manila. We'll be back with quarter number 2. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich High Lady Rebel basketball on 98.3 FM with live video online at mylocalradio.com.
Sometimes you just start craving a really good, juicy burger. Add cheese, maybe some bacon, and all the fixins that make every bite even better than the bite before it. Add a side of hand-cut fries, onion rings, or crisp tater tots, and top it off with an amazing ice cream cone. Or maybe a raspberry shake. Just thinking about it makes me hungry. When your stomach is grumbling like an angry bear and your cravings call out, head right down to the Crawford Trough in Randolph. The place to eat and drink. Stop in today.
This is Gary McKee, inviting you to call Bear Lake Realty today, 435-946-8888. Find out how you can be part of this beautiful area here with sandy beaches and private access, or the quickest way to get access to the marina in the Bear Lake area. You can have your own second home or a quarter share into those second homes for starting at $250,000, or you can start your own Airbnb investment and use it as well. Just call us and we'll teach you how to do that at Bear Lake Realty at 435-946-8888.
In the state where life is elevated, live your life in a higher gear. Cash Honda Yamaha can help you enjoy our beautiful local terrain, whether it's in the valleys, mountains, snow, or water. So get out and enjoy all nature has to offer at a higher speed. Visit Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley to start living your life at your new speed. Visit us in Hyde Park, just north of Logan, Utah.
The second quarter is brought to you today by Stacy's Repair in Woodruff. When you need a repair, take it to the ones who truly care. Stacy's Repair in Woodruff. Back to live action. It's 18-10. Rich Rebels led by a 10-0 run by Rich in the final 90 seconds, it seemed like, of that first quarter. As going to the line will be Ellie Argyle. She draws a foul, and that is the 7th team foul on the visiting Manila Mustangs.
Rich just 2 of 8 from the free throw line in the first quarter. Ellie had one of those.
First one off the front iron, the glass, and bounces down hard. Guyman comes in for Manila. She is by far the tallest player on their team. Don't have heights on her, but you don't really need that to see it. She is definitely towering above everyone else as Argyle goes 1 of 2, and it's a 9-point lead for the Lady Rebels. Right side to Browning, and she gets called for a travel. Ball goes back to the Rebels before it even crosses the timeline. So an advantageous moment here for Rich to continue to kind of stretch things out a little bit. 9-point lead as the inbound pass is done by Crawford Schroff. Or brought to you by Crawford Schroff, setting up Mackenzie Smith. Left corner 3, got it again. And Mackenzie Smith is officially going to be an issue from outside tonight. Right side, Browning for the Manila Mustangs as they trail 22-10. Bad pass by Browning. Goes into the wall on the other side of the baseline. And it will be Rebel basketball. Inbound play brought to you by Crawford Truff, the place to eat and drink, and Randolph. Ambria Lutz takes 4. By the way, that 3-point shot brought to you by T7 Propane in Woodruff. For all your propane needs, call 435-793-4208. Lamborn at the top of the circle. Long pass to Cassidy Grohl, who goes under the net, puts the shot up. It's too hard, but pulled down by Smith.
Her 4th offensive board already in the game.
Lutz gets the ball, retreats back towards the R. Drives towards the right wing, back to Lamborn. Argyle at the free throw line. Long pass, Grohl, left side 3. That one off the back iron. Rebound by Smith. Another one. Lutz, top of the circle. Now she's going to retreat back, try to let everybody set something up. Instead, it'll be Lutz for a 3 from the top of the arc. Short, pulled down by Manila. Browning rushes along, bounces one to Slaw, blocked by Argyle, and it's going to go over the baseline and stay with the Mustangs. Checking in for the Rebels, Tylee Tingy, as Cassidy Grohl will take a break. Inbound to Draper, but getting a fingertip on it was Tingy, who comes off the bench and immediately causes some trouble for Manila. It goes out of bounds, and it's going to be an inbound play for the Mustangs. Browning at the top of the circle, bounces left side to Draper, back to Browning, and bumped by Lutz.
I think that's her 2nd.
That's the 5th foul on Rich. 7 on the Mustangs, so Rich already in the bonus. Taylor McKee just checked in for Ambria Lutz. Left side to Davis. Back to Draper. Browning on the right side. Tries to get a screen from Blair. She gets the basketball, then draws the foul going into the lane. It's coming against Tylee Tingy, the junior. That is her first as she just came off the bench. 16th foul on Evanston. And a free throw by Kaylee Blair. First one back iron, no good. Bounced high. Blair, a freshman forward, as Ellie Argyle checks out and didn't see. I think it's Darlene Peterson who just checked back in. Blair with the shot. That one rolls in and out, picked up by Peterson. McKee gets it. And she's going to slow it way down. 5:17 to play here in the second quarter, brought to you by Stacy's Repair in Woodruff. Left side, Lamborn. Back to Tingy. Bounces inside to Peterson, who's got some height over to the defenders, and she goes into the lane, draws the foul. It'll be 2 Bear Lake Realty free throws for him, or her.
Third foul on Draper.
First one from Peterson, bounces high and just kind of goes down. Not really much there to work with for Darlene Peterson. I like the lime green shoes though, as Darlene shoots the second one and gets that one to go through. 13-point lead. Check that, 11-point lead for the Rebels as the ball goes out of bounds over the right sideline after the inbound pass. And we're going to get another inbound pass for Manila. Sadie Davis to do the job as Tylee Tingy checks out. And
Violet Taylor comes to the game.
The sophomore comes back in. Bad pass taken away by Smith. She completes the Rich County steal. Passes in the left elbow to Lamborn, and it goes off her fingertips and over the baseline. Turnover back to Manila. 4:50 to play in the second quarter, brought to you by Stacy's Repair in Woodruff. Long pass to Slaw, right back to Davis, and a really long pass to Bear on the right corner. Back to Slaw on the wing, elbow. Slaw, right side three. That one bounces high and drops in, and her foot was in the arc, so it's a long two. 23-14, McKee from one end to the other, draws the foul at the line. Whatever injury she may have had, it seems to be not an issue as she is playing very aggressively. And Taylor McKee, the senior, will get 2 Bear Lake Realty free throws. The most experienced and highest volume realtor in the Bear Lake Valley. First one from McKee. Off the front iron, too short. Checking in, Haiti Pugmire for Kinsey Smith.
Coach Lundgren may be using his bench to see if he can take advantage of the small numbers of the Manila school.
And a lane violation on the second one. It's going to come against Manila as McKee missed the second one short. She'll get a chance to remedy it. 23-14, Rich with 4:25 to play in the first half. As McKee goes front iron, glass, and in. 10-point lead for the Rebels. Browning on the left side, looking for Davis. Long pass, Guyman, right side block, puts the shot up and rattles it through. And that's going to be the key for Manila. It looks like they've got to work fast. McKee into the right elbow, back out to Peterson at the wing. Here comes a jump shot, top of the arc with the feet inside the arc by Lamborn is short. And trying to keep it in bounds was Peterson, but she doesn't quite get there in time. Sadie Davis inbound it for the Mustangs. 24-16. Manila trailing with 3:58 left in the Stacy's Repair second quarter. Guyman loses the basketball, but it's picked up by Slaw, and she's bumped. 2 Rebels were there, Peterson and Lamborn. We'll see who they assess it to. It's going to come against Darlene Peterson. That's her second foul. And the 7th on the Mustangs. And it looked like there was going to be an inbound play after the foul. So it will be a 1-and-1 shot, as that is the correct call. 7th foul on the Rebels. So both teams will shoot free throws. Rebels in the double bonus though now. Cameron Slaw, who hit free throws earlier for the Mustangs, hits the first one, cuts the gap down to 7. So Cameron will get a second one as Ambria Lutz goes to the scorers table. Slaw hits the second one as well, so 2 for 2 on that trip. As we've got Lamborn coming out and Lutz coming in, she'll join, looks like Violet Taylor, Haiti Pugmire, Darlene Peterson, Taylor McKee. Right side, Taylor, handoff to Lutz, back to McKee, right side 3. That one off the front iron, rattled around, no good. Browning goes into the crowd to get it back, and we've got a tie-up possession arrow pointed with Manila. So that jump ball brought to you by Mound Valley Cattle Company. Eddie and Todd Jensen out of Thatcher, Idaho. Wish the Rebels good luck. Browning, long pass right side to Davis. She dribbles along into the right elbow, jump shot, and that one off the back iron, and it is rebounded by Taylor McKee, who goes into the crowd to get it back. Long pass from Lutz to Peterson, finds to Violet Taylor, and from the right block, she puts the shot up and gets it to go. Great heads-up passing by the Rebels. Guyman on the right block, and she's fouled by Peterson, and that's going to put her in foul trouble.
That's her third. She'll go to the bench.
Mackenzie Smith comes to the scorer's table as if on cue. I'll bring up Cora Guyman, one of 2 seniors on this team, to shoot 1-for-1 free throws. 8-point lead for the Rebels. 3 minutes left in the second quarter, brought to you by Stacy's Repair in Woodruff. And she misses the first one off the back iron. Great pull down by Haiti Pugmire. And now Lutz brings it across the center stripe. 2:54 to play. Left side, Taylor. Back to McKee at the free throw line. She's double teamed. Taylor jump shot, left elbow. Too long and rebounded by Browning. Nope, we're going to get a jump ball. Browning and Smith both got there. Smith will win it by virtue of the Mound Valley Cattle Company jump ball at the possession arrow pointing at the Rebels. Inbound to Smith, goes right back to Pugmire. She puts the shot up, count it, and she's going to get one more.
She becomes the 7th Lady Rebel to score in this half, which one of the keys was to see if we can get multiple scores, and they are doing a good job of that today.
2:36 remaining, and it should be a 10-point game on the scoreboard. Thought they counted it, but first shot is up and missed that one. So I guess they didn't. There they go. They did update the scoreboard. So 28-18 on the scoreboard, brought to you by Station on Main. Pass is taken away by the Rebels. It rolls away from the dog pile, and a kickball called on Rich. Sadie Davis inbound it for the Mustangs. 2:25 to play here in the second quarter, brought to you by Stacy's Repair in Woodruff. Left side, Slaw, jump shot from the key. That one rebounded by Davis, and she puts the shot up, draws the contact. And it's going to come against Haiti Pugmire. That is the 8th foul. Check that. That is the 9th foul on the Rebels with 2:15 left to play in the first half. Davis's first one goes through. 28-19 as Pugmire will come out and Ellie Argyle will re-enter the game. Shot is up, and that one off the back iron, too high, pulled down by Lutz. So Davis goes 1 for 2, goes to the top of the circle, now to the left block, puts the shot up while falling towards the baseline, and it's too hard, pulled down by Guyman. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Pass to Browning at the logo. She gets around McKee, bounces back out to Schofield, who puts the shot up and one. 7-point lead for the Rebels after the foul on Ellie Argyle. It's her first, and now each team with 10. Double bonus for both the teams. Chance to complete the old school three-point play, and it rims in and out. Schofield can't convert, picked up by the Rebels. And now here's Lutz, who gets to the time stripe and immediately puts on the brakes. Left side, Taylor. Drives the lane, bounces it back out to Smith in the right elbow. And it goes off of the foot of Schofield, picked up by the Mustangs. Hard pass to Slaw, she tracks it down. Drives towards the left side, and she's going to go on the baseline. She lost control of the ball going into the perimeter and just kind of lost it. Turnover to the Rebels. Crawford Trough inbound play taken by Mackenzie Smith, and with less than 90 seconds to play in the first, 7-point lead for Rich. We have the basketball as well. Lutz goes left side, Taylor. Back to Ambry at the top of the circle, drives towards the right elbow, puts it out from the right block, off the glass, and puts it in. 9-point lead for Rich. Manila with 67 seconds to work with. And they're moving the ball very quickly. Looks like it's a backcourt violation. They got speed jam there. They had the ball across the time stripe, and then they passed it to a player whose foot was on it. And it'll result in a turnover and an inbound play brought to you by the Crawford Trough for the Rebels. 1 minute to play. Left side, Taylor. McKee in the left elbow. Jump shot, too hard. Rebound by Schofield. Taken back by McKee, and she draws the foul. Taylor McKee back to the free throw line. It's going to be the third one on Schofield as McKee will shoot. First one high, hits the front iron. The glass rolls around and rolls off the front.
Rich is 5 of 16 from the free throw line so far in the game.
Kaylee Blair checking in for Manila. McKee well short. Rebound, though, by Argyle. Dishes it outside to McKee on the right. McKee holding it for 40 seconds left. Goes to Lutz, who goes into the elbow, left side. Back out to Smith, right block. She draws the foul. Now you got the high percentage shooting Kinsey Smith to go to the line. I believe she's 2 for 2 today. First one from Kinsey, nothing but net. 10-point lead for the Rebels with 34.7 seconds to go as Cassidy Grohl checks in for Taylor McKee. Next one from Smith is nothing but net, and she seems to be one of the bright spots at the free throw line for the Rich Rebels tonight. Right side, Browning goes to Blair, and the ball's on the ground. She picks it up, dishes it back out to Browning. Davis, top of the circle, 3, too hard off the back iron. Gets her own rebound, puts the hook shot up from the free throw line, pulled down by the Rebels. Here comes Rich. Quick pass left side to Violet Taylor, back out to Argyle. Grohl in the right wing, 3 seconds left, back to Lutz, left side 3 for Lutz, goes short, and that's the end of the half. This second quarter has been brought to you by Stacy's Repair in Woodruff. When you need a repair, take it to the ones who truly care. Stacy's Repair in Woodruff. We'll be right back after this on a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel basketball on KQ and MyLocalRadio.com.
You rely on your vehicle every day. Make sure your ride gets the best service, repairs, and maintenance possible. Stacy's Repair in Woodruff provides the highest quality, the latest technology, and the newest equipment to give your vehicle the absolute best auto care available. Family owned and operated since 1992, your friends at Stacy's Repair promise to always deliver value and outstanding, honest, and knowledgeable service, regardless of repair size or difficulty. Stacy's Repair, the ones who truly care.
If the idea of owning your own home in beautiful Bear Lake sounds like more than your finances can handle, visit the experts at Bear Lake Realty to learn how you can make it happen. Gary and Amber McKee at Bear Lake Realty can show you how to buy a home and rent it out, so it pays for itself while you enjoy it some of the time as well. And soon, you'll have your own place in the Caribbean of the Rockies. No one knows the market better, and no one else serves you better than Bear Lake Realty.
Signage is a critical part of your business. It helps customers find your front door. Rocky Mountain Sign will provide you with expertly designed signs, LEDs, channel letters, as well as skillfully cut signage using wood, metal, plastic, and other mediums to help your customers find you with high-quality signage. Using the best technology, designs, and installation by Rocky Mountain Sign. Your signage says a lot about your business. Work with the professionals at Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street in Evanston, Wyoming.
In the state where life is elevated, live your life in a higher gear. Cash Honda Yamaha can help you enjoy our beautiful local terrain, whether it's in the valleys, mountains, snow, or water. So get out and enjoy all nature has to offer at a higher speed. Visit Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley to start living your life at your new speed. Visit us in Hyde Park, just north of Logan, Utah.
Welcome to the halftime show, brought to you by My Local Radio. Advertise where your messages will be seen during high school sports on the radio and online with My Local Radio. At the half, the score on the station on main scoreboard is Rich 32, Manila 21 here in the girls' game. We'll take a quick break and be back with more of the MyLocalRadio.com halftime show with some first half highlights brought to you by the town of Randolph Mayor and Town Council. This is a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich High Lady Rebel basketball on 98.3 FM with video coverage online at MyLocalRadio.com.
Randolph, Utah is a town of extremes. At an elevation of almost 6,300 feet and with temperatures over 90 in the summer and often 40 below in the winter, the folks who call Randolph home have to be a hardy crew. Maybe that's one reason the simple things in life mean so much to Rich County. Residents value hard work, education, respect, a love for God, family, and country, and being a good neighbor. Mayor Lynn Weston and the town board proudly support the Rich Rebels and hope you'll be able to visit soon and come back often.
Wyoming is unique. When it comes to high school sports, we might travel 6 hours to a game, but when we get there, we know the other team, their parents, and the coaches. Wyoming is like one small town with really long streets. When your travels take you to Evanston, always stay with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. Clean, comfortable rooms, a restaurant serving healthy, delicious food, and breakfast is always included. If you're bringing the team or following the team, stay with us every time you're in Evanston. The Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Welcome back to the My Local Radio halftime show. Today, the first half highlights are brought to you by the town of Randolph Mayor and Town Council. And Rob Leifson, you got our highlights. Give us the stories, basically, that the numbers tell.
Well, Rich was 8 of 18 from two-point range, which is 44%. 3 of 8 from three-point range, that's 38. Overall shooting 42%. The Achilles heel is the free throw line, 6 of 19 for 32%. Meanwhile, Manila, 7 of 15 from two-point range, have not hit a three-point shot. Their overall shooting 44%, so 42 to 44, about the same. They've hit 4 of 10 from the free throw line, and Manila's winning the boards. They're up 17 to 16, but Rich has 9 offensive boards, 5 of those by Mackenzie Smith, which I think has been very helpful. The problem for Manila, it has been the turnover bug. They are sitting with 18 turnovers. We suggested that the Rebels needed to take it easy. They only have 10, but I think the main key has been the multiple scores for Rich. 7 different Lady Rebels to hit in the scorebooks, and Mackenzie Smith leading the way with 9 points.
Including 2 shots from beyond the arc, I believe. So she is definitely getting it done on all ends of the court. At the half, the score on the station on main scoreboard is Lady Rebels 32, Manila Mustangs 21. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich High Lady Rebel basketball on 98.3 FM with video coverage online at mylocalradio.com.
They say the 3 most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
Nothing makes your kid feel like a superstar more than seeing his or her very own Fathead in the stands. Fathead car decals and yard signs are inexpensive and easy to get at Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. Whether it's for the big game or to cheer on the high school band, our children make us proud in so many ways. Show your pride today. Go Rebels! West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street, Evanston. Signage is a critical part of your business. It helps customers find your front door. Rocky Mountain Sign will provide you with expertly designed signs, LEDs, channel letters, as well as skillfully cut signage using wood, metal, plastic, and other mediums to help your customers find you with high-quality signage. Using the best technology, designs, and installation by Rocky Mountain Sign. Your signage says a lot about your business. Work with the professionals at Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street in Evanston, Wyoming.
In the state where life is elevated, live your life in a higher gear. Cash Honda Yamaha can help you enjoy our beautiful local terrain, whether it's in the valleys, mountains, snow, or water. So get out and enjoy all nature has to offer at a higher speed. Visit Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley to start living your life at your new speed. Visit us in Hyde Park, just north of Logan, Utah.
It's time for your Bear Lake Realty Fan Cam. Your new home in Bear Lake. Call Gary McKee at 435-946-8888. And a happy birthday to him as the Rebels. It was billed as a basketball game, but it's really a birthday party for Gary McKee, right?
That's what it really is.
So a big thank you to Bear Lake Realty for sponsoring our Fan Cam. A good look at the Rich Rebel faithful here as we are live at Rich High School. Again, our Fan Cam brought to you by Bear Lake Realty, the most experienced and highest volume realtor in the Bear Lake Valley. Call Gary and Amber McKee at 435-946-8888 or visit bearlakerealty.com. All right, we now transition back to the live cam. And with just over 90 seconds to go, halftime adjustments, Mr. Rob Leifson, first for Manila. What are you talking about if you were Coach Pendleton?
Well, they've got some foul trouble with some of their key players, and they just need to take care of the basketball. And for Coach Lundgren, I'd say just keep up what you're doing, except for maybe the free throw line. I do have to point out something was, as we got the pep band going, the piano player, in the famous words of Princess Bride, there's something we know about the piano player. He is not left-handed, but he is playing left-handed today because he injured his hand, and he is playing with the opposite hand.
Nice job. My wife's a piano teacher, and she's tried to teach me, and I can tell you right now, just playing piano with the right hand is difficult for me. I can't imagine how difficult it is with that left hand. Who are some X-Factor players you think Rich needs to kind of get involved a little bit more in order to finish the job here tonight?
I think Darlene Peterson, if she can stay out of foul trouble, she's been a little bit quiet on the board. She's only got 2 rebounds. She does have 5 points, which has been helpful. And Ellie Argyle with 6 points. She has made a nice contribution. I'd like to see some more from Brittany Lamborn. That would be maybe somebody that could step up for us. And it's nice to see Haiti Pugmire coming off the bench and Tylee Tingian making quick contributions when they come in, when they're called.
It's time for our third quarter, brought to you today by Epic Recreation. Make your vacation an epic one to remember. Rentals in Bear Lake. Call 435-946-EPIC. That's 3742. Or find them on Facebook at epicrecreation.net. The score, 32-21, Rich Rebels, as it is the Manila Mustangs who inbound the ball first to start the second half. And we put 8 minutes on the Station on Main scoreboard, and a quick foul in the left elbow, or left wing rather, as Schofield kind of hit the deck, and they assess Smith with her second one. That's going to be a story to keep an eye on, especially if Smith gets into foul trouble. She has been so good for the Rebels tonight. Slaw, right block, shot too hard, rebound by a dog pile, and we got a travel. And the question is, who's it on? I don't know who had possession of the ball. I don't know who they awarded it to, but they did decide to award it to Rich and then call the travel on them. As Slaw will inbound it for the Mustangs. Left side block and in. Good shot by Abby Schofield.
And Ellie Argyle with a quick bucket on the other end.
And they just respond very quickly now. 34-23, Rich on top. Browning with the basketball, right side, bounces it to Guyman. Right block over Argyle. And that one too hard, pulled down by Smith. That is her 6th offensive board.
Wow, 6 board total.
She's looking for a double-double. McKee goes Smith. Left side to Lutz, who hit a 3-ball earlier. Lines up from one at the top of the arc. Front iron, glass, no good. Pulled down by Argyle, and she gets the second chance points. 36-23, and a timeout called by Coach Pendleton. We'll be right back after this. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich High Lady Rebel basketball on 98.3 FM with live video online at mylocalradio.com.
Whether you're kicking up dust in the hills, making waves down on the lake, or taking advantage of the world's greatest powder, don't just hope to have fun. Take that sled by the handlebars and make your time at Bear Lake epic. Epic Recreation rents equipment and cabins for your vacation fun at beautiful Bear Lake. From watercraft large and small to UTVs, sleds, and more, Epic Recreation has it all to go on-road, off-road, or out on the Caribbean blue water. Book your adventure at epicrecreation.net.
6:54 to play in the Epic Recreation third quarter, and it's 36-23 Rebels on the Station on Main scoreboard. Basketball does belong to Manila as Draper goes right side. Davis with that clear face mask goes right back out to Blair, and her shot is contested and picked up by the Rebels. Lutz along the right sideline. They carry a big lead. Quick math tells me 13 points. Pass intercepted in the elbow on the left side by the Mustangs. Manila with the basketball, and a bad pass goes over the baseline. Two quick, kind of rushed turnovers.
Yeah, the Rebels need to take it easy, slow it down a little bit, work the offense.
Crawford Trough inbound play taken by McKee, left side to Smith. Goes right back to McKee. Dribbles to the left part of the key. Puts the runner up. Shot is too hard. And we got a jump ball. Possession arrow pointed in the Rebels' direction. Jump ball brought to you by Mound Valley Cattle Company. Eddie and Todd Jensen out of Thatcher, Idaho, wishing the Rebels good luck. Inbound by Peterson. Smith takes it back. And it'll be back to Peterson as she draws the foul on the drive. Seeing who they're going to assess it to. It does come against Aurora Draper.
That's her fourth.
Now that is a big one there as Draper will come out and Bambro will come in. Lutz with the inbound play brought to you by the Crawford Trough. The place to Ian Drake and Randolph. Right side, Peterson draws the foul. And Darlene Peterson, well, you mentioned her as being a player that may need to get involved a little bit more. Showing some aggression, gets to the charity stripe. In the first half, not impressive free throw shooting for the Rebels. We'll see if they can correct that here in the second. First one for Peterson off the back iron, too hard.
Ambria Lutz had her choice right there. Mackenzie Smith was set up for a three, and she had Darlene underneath, so she went for the easy pass underneath, but got to cash in the free throws.
First one, or second one, too hard, Rousing out. Great rebound by Argyle. She misses her shot, and then Smith tries to get her 10th board, but she's over the baseline. Turnover to the Mustangs. Blair comes out, and Guyman comes in for Manila. Inbound to Browning. Left side, Davis. Bambro at the top of the circle. Bounces right back out to Browning. Two players in the post are Slaw, who is blocked by Peterson, and down over the baseline. Inbound play coming up from Manila. 5:40 to play. 13-point lead for the home team. Manila with the basketball. She's holding it for an awful while, and a good block by Peterson as Slaw just kind of tries to put it over Peterson. I would say Darlene probably has about 2.5 to 3 inches on Slaw. And she's using every little bit of that wingspan. Bounce pass out to Browning, back to Slaw at the left block. Her shot is short, pulled down by McKenzie. Kenzie Smith now quickly to Lutz, goes left side, Darlene Peterson, and she rattles it through off of the left iron. Big shot by Darlene Peterson, extends the lead out to 15. Bad pass in the lane, picked up by Peterson. And now there goes Lutz. She's off and running, takes it to the right block, dishes out to Smith, who puts the shot up from the left block, too short. Nice pass by Lutz. Instead of finishing it off herself, she saw that she had Smith open under the bucket, and Smith just kind of got rushed to trying to complete it. Slaw on the left side to the free throw line. Goes to Davis at the top of the circle. Browning on the right. Penetrating into the lane. Puts the shot falling down to the ground and draws the foul. So she'll go to the free throw line. That's going to come against Ambria Lutz.
That could
That's
be
her
her third, yeah.
So now you've got a bunch of key players for the Rebels with more than 2 fouls. This could make things interesting at the towards the latter parts of this game as Browning bounces the first free throw high and through the net.
Beauty of having a deep bench. He's got players that can take the spot.
As Smith will come out, so too does Lutz. And Lamborn and I believe Violet Taylor check in for the Rebels. It's Taylor that's going to run the point. Goes left side, Lamborn. Back out to Taylor. She retreats back towards the logo. Lamborn left side, quickly over to McKee in the wing. Taylor drives towards the free throw line, puts on the brakes, right side to Taylor. Back to Lamborn. Finds Peterson, open jump shot from the elbow, too long. Pulled down, though, by Taylor, who wrestles everybody to get it back. Taylor in the left wing tries to pass it out to Peterson, but the pass is taken away by Davis. And that's going to come on Peterson. That puts her at 4, I believe.
I do believe you are correct.
And now Darlene Peterson, she's going to have to do what Coach Lundgren just said. I think he told her to kind of calm down and try to keep in the game as long as you can. 3:50, right side Browning. Gets a screen from Davis, but the ball's loose, picked up by Violet Taylor. Timeout called by Coach Lundgren. We'll take it as well. 38-25 on the Station on Main scoreboard. We'll be right back after this on a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich basketball on the Wildlife and mylocalradio.com.
As high school sports fans, we know that sometimes you have to drive a long way to get to the next game. If you find yourself on the side of the road, remember that Freeway Tire in Evanston offers service calls and roadside assistance 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's a great idea to have your vehicle serviced, tires checked, and oil changed to make sure it's in top shape before your next long drive. Visit Freeway Tire today, your locally owned and operated tire shop. Freeway Tire, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
Welcome back to Ridge High School. The Rebels on top, 38-24 with 3:39 and counting left in the third quarter, brought to you by Epic Recreation. Rebel basketball, left side, Lamborn goes to Violet Taylor, back out to Lamborn. Taylor holding it in the left wing, back to Lamborn at the top of the circle. Right side, Argyle, and that was a good look, but she just put a little too much on it.
Great pass by Haiti Pugmire.
Browning brings it forward for the Mustangs. Blair goes right side, Davis. And yeah, there's going to be some contact there as Lamborn got to Browning before the ball got to her.
I believe that's her first.
It is. Inbound play for Manila goes to Browning as Ambria Lutz now goes to the scorer's table. Browning dribbles it off of the foot of, it's like Lamborn, and out of bounds as McKee comes out and Lutz comes in. She'll join Lamborn, Argyle, Pugmire, and Taylor. Right side, Browning from the block. Shot is just too hard. Pulled down by Pugmire. Rich basketball. Right side, Lutz, who tries a behind-the-back dribble, and it goes off of her and out of bounds. It's kind of a quick play there that maybe developed a little too quickly. With 38-25, good steal, though, by Violet Taylor. Taylor all on her lonesome, right side block. Beautiful pass to Lamborn. Dishes back outside to Lutz, and she runs into about 3 Mustangs and hits the deck. She's definitely going to get 2 shots. She took it in the back of the head, it looks like. But yeah, man, tough contact for Lutz. She ran right into the crowd.
Third foul on Guyman.
That's big. Lutz with the first Bear Lake Realty free throw goes through. And Ambria makes it 39-24. Guyman's going to come out, and so too does Pugmire, who gave some very valuable minutes off the bench in relief for Smith, who just checked back in. And Lutz goes 2 for 2. As Ambria comes out after taking the hit, it will be Cassidy Grohl coming in. So it's Grohl, Lamborn, Argyle, Taylor, and Smith for the Rebels. 2:28 to play. Crowning with the basketball on the right wing. Great pick away by Lamborn, picked up by Argyle. Now Taylor with the basketball on the right side. Lamborn holding it for a while. Passes to Smith. She's double teamed. Tries to pass through the double team, but it's taken away by Davis. Bad pass picked up by Taylor. She draws the foul and count it. Violet Taylor with a heads-up play and then has no problem taking the contact and drops it through the basket.
In the right place at the right time.
Great T7 propane steal there by Taylor. Now she's going to finish it off with one Bear Lake Realty free throw, and the free throw rolls in and out. Pulled down by Manila's Kaylee Blair. Left side Browning, 1:57 to play here in the third quarter, brought to you by Epic Recreation. As there's a foul on the drive. They're going to call it against Violet Taylor. Browning will come out, and Guyman comes back in. First one on Taylor. It is the 5th team foul on the Rebels. Slaw to inbound it under the Rebel basket, goes right side to Blair. Back to Slaw on the wing, finds Davis at the top of the circle. Dribbling towards the right wing, it goes off of her own foot and over the baseline. Turnover to the Rebels, and another inbound play brought to you by the Crawford Trough, the place to eat and drink in Randolph. Smith bounces it over to Violet Taylor. And with under 2 to play in the third quarter, brought to you by Epic Recreation. Taylor all by her lonesome at the top of the circle, back to Lamborn. And it really does look like Manila's daring them to kind of shoot from outside. Pass intended for Argyle. It kind of goes and rolls away. 2 players dive for it. We got a jump ball brought to you by Mount Valley Cattle Company. Possession arrow pointed at the Manila Mustangs.
Violet or Brittany, neither one looking for a shot there. I don't know why they didn't put those up. That's a travel.
Yeah, that's a big travel there at the time stripe. Slaw couldn't actually get it across.
27 turnovers for the Mustangs.
Grohl with the inbound play brought to you by the Crawford Trough goes to Taylor. Lamborn back out to Violet, right block, and that's an offensive off-ball foul. Who are they going to call it on?
Ellie Argyle.
So Argyle makes it 6 fouls.
She was trying to seal off the Mustang player to give Violet the lane, which I thought she did a good job of, but.
Inbound picked away by Taylor, and with the steal, she can't convert the play into points. It's taken away by the Mustangs. Slaw holding it towards center court. Now bounces it inside. Taken away, though, by Lamborn. Interesting play there as the steal is completed by Lamborn. Lob one to Smith at the left block. Bounces back out to Taylor, left side 3. Rebound by Argyle, too hard. And the rebound goes off of the Mustangs and over the baseline. Last one to touch it, Abby Schofield.
Ellie Argyle's 5th offensive board.
As Davis comes in for the Rebels. Smith on the left side. Bounces it back out to Taylor. Right side, Grohl puts up a 3-ball, short. Rebound by Argyle, who goes up and gets the shot and down. Argyle with another and one for the Rebels.
Her 8th rebound of the game.
And Guyman commits. Or no, that wasn't on Guyman. That would actually come against Abby Schofield. That's her 4th. Guyman did come in, though. She hit the ground hard on that play, which made me think she might have been the fouler. And a good free throw by Argyle.
She's sitting with 9 points.
9 rebounds, 9 points.
7 rebounds, 9 points.
7 rebounds, 9 points. Could be a big night for her. Also, you've got Mackenzie Smith putting up some monster numbers for the Lady Rebels, too. And I'm sure she's not the only one. Davis on the right side loses the handle, picked up by Argyle. Gets it back out to Grohl with another big Ridge County steal. 5 seconds left in the third quarter, brought to you by Epic Recreation. Top of the circle 3 at the buzzer by Taylor is hard. And the Rebels end the third quarter, brought to you by Epic Recreation, on top 45-24. Epic Recreation, make your vacation an epic one to remember. Rentals in Bear Lake, call 435-946-EPIC 3742. Or find us on Facebook at epicrecreation.net. We'll be right back after this on a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich High Lady Rebel Basketball on mylocalradio.com and KQ.
This presentation on mylocalradio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
Now you've got a safe and secure place to store your boat, RV, ATVs, and other vehicles right in town. T-Bar Body Shop offers storage for just $35 per month. Long and short-term storage options are available. Of course, T-Bar Body Shop also offers custom bodywork when you have an accident. We work with your insurance directly and get the job done right. T-Bar Body Shop offers a wide range of services. Stop in today and see all the ways T-Bar can serve you. 515 County Road, Evanston. Let T-Bar fix your car.
Our fourth quarter brought to you today by Bear Lake Memorial Hospital, Montpelier, the most caring hospital on earth. Darlene Peterson, right after the whistle, draws a foul from the right block. Nearly got one to go, and it kind of spun in. She misses the first Bear Lake Realty free throw. And with 7:48 to play, she misses the second one as well. Slaw pulls it down, and here come the Rebels. Left side to Taylor, bounces it to Smith, right block. She loses it off her foot and out of bounds.
Had the position, just couldn't keep the handle.
Manila basketball. Browning to the left side. Goes right side to Kelly. Drives to the free throw line and taken out of her hands by Peterson. Back out to Lutz, into the lane, and she's fouled. That's going to be the 7th team foul on the Mustangs.
They're going to give her 1 and 1 or 2? 1 and 1.
So Lutz to shoot 2 free throws as Guyman checks in. You know, looking at this Manila team, really, really young team. We've seen some good things, and just a team that is going to benefit from experiences like this in the future for sure, as Lutz hits the first one. This Rich team, though, packed with seniors and experience, not just experience, but deep playoff experience for the Rebels.
They've been playing together for a long time.
47-24, Rebels on top. Goes left side to Kelly. Doing a good job with Taylor McKee in tow. Right side, Browning. Dribbles into the lane, and she gets called for a travel. Tried to take a step around Lutz. And the turnover to the Rebels. Inbound play brought to you by the Crawford Trough in Randolph, the place to eat and drink. 6:52 left in the fourth quarter, brought to you by Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier. Right side, Tylee Tingy looking for Taylor. Finds her at the logo. McKee drives towards the left elbow. Back out to Lutz, and she can't get to it. Good job by Josie Kelly, who got in the way and kind of interfered with Lutz bringing in that pass. Browning bounces it right side to Slaw. Jump shot from the right elbow, just a touch too hard. Pulled down by Smith. I believe that's her 10th board, if I remember the numbers correctly.
I'm going to her 7.
Oh, by Smith, sorry. Right side, 3 by Tingy is a little hard, and that will now go to Rich after Manila tried to rebound it, but it goes off of them. Inbound to Peterson. She drives towards the lane, puts the shot up over the double team, and gets the rattle through. Back iron, bounce high, and into the twine. 49-24 Rebels with 6:01 to play. Browning drives towards the left side of the elbow, kind of falls down awkwardly after taking a step. Gets up fine, but gets called for the travel. McKee to inbound it. Actually, check that. McKee's going to now take a well-deserved break, and I think Coach Lundgren has seen that Taylor McKee is ready to go in 2022. Right side, Cassidy Grohl, who just came into the game. Grohl with the floater. Tuar gets her own rebound back, not once, almost got it back, but twice. Left side to Peterson off the block and in. And Darlene Peterson taking over the fourth quarter. Haiti Pugmire also at the scores table for the Rebels, as putting up the shot is Guyman. Too strong, good rebound by Blair. Puts that one through the net. And now it is a 51-26 game for the Rebels with the basketball. Roll at the top of the circle, right side to Lutz. But just tries to put a move in, but she ends up stepping on the baseline. And a turnover back to the Mustangs. 5:05 to play here in the fourth. Rebels looking to take the first region game of the season. As Peterson will check out, and this might be Coach Lundgren saying, all right, we're done with the starters with the exception of Lamborn and Lutz out there, as the first one from Lamborn falls through. 52-26. Next one from Lutz off the front iron, no good. Pulled down by Kelly. Hands off to Slaw. 5:02 left in the fourth quarter. Manila down, but with the basketball. Shot from the right block, just kind of on the run, pulled down by the Rebels, Tylee Tingy. Left side, Grohl bounces it to Lamborn. Dishes back out to Grohl. Long two-point shot from about 19 out. Short, pulled down by Kelly again. Left side, Slaw goes to the top of the arc. Kelly on the right. Back out to Blair. Draper. Top of the circle, 4:18 to play. Back over to Schofield. 18 fouls on the Mustangs, 6 on the Rebels, as a long shot from outside the arc, top of the circle, falls short for the Mustangs. Quick pass down the court, and it goes 1, 2, 3, 4 passes, eventually finding
Haiti Pugmire.
Thank you. Haiti Pugmire under the basket in the lane for the quick finger roll. 54-26, Rebels on top. 4:37 left in the fourth quarter. Brought to you by Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. Holding the ball right now, Kaylee Blair, left side to Schofield. Bounces it back out to Draper. Top of the circle three, short and over the baseline, out of bounds. Turnover back to the Rebels as a sub will come in, and that's going to do it for Ambria Lutz, who's had a great game. Violet Taylor, which now leaves Brittany Lamborn as the lone starter left in the game for Coach Cody Lundgren. Tylee Tingy driving forward, looked like, I believe she was looking for Violet Taylor, finds her, goes right side Lamborn. Back out to Taylor. Tingy to Grohl on the left elbow, elevates. Shot is short, pulled down by Slaw, and now here comes the Mustangs with 3 minutes to play in the fourth, trailing 54-26. Slaw goes to the free throw line, drops the basketball, picks it back up, puts the shot up, draws the foul, and 2 free throws coming her way.
Probably one of the biggest adjustments from halftime is Slaw led the Mustangs with 10 points at halftime, and this could be her first points of the second half.
They've only scored 6 points to this point in the second half, or 5 points rather. They had 21 at the half. As Slaw puts the first one in. Lamborn comes out, and coming in, I didn't see who it was.
I think it was Ellie Argyle.
So Argyle will check in with 2:49 to play. Right side, Tingy. Holding the basketball, now goes Taylor. Hand off to Argyle. Drives to the free throw line, puts on the brakes. Back out to Tingy. 19-foot two-point shot from the top of the circle, too hard. Rebound by Argyle, she tries to get it back. Her shot is hard and pulled down by Manila. Foul on the Rebels. That is their 8th team foul, and we're going to be shooting free throws for the next 2 minutes and 29 seconds. Shooting the free throws for the Mustangs, Kaylee Blair, as Reagan Browning, the freshman starter, will check in for Cameron Slaw. First shot is up and spins in and out. Pulled down by Pugmire. Right side, Tingy. Moving towards the lane, hands off to Argyle. 2:18 to play, loses the handle, but gets it back. Left side, Taylor. Back over to Tingy on the right. 2:08 to play in the fourth quarter, brought to you by Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. Pass inside to Pugmire, right block too hard. Pulled down by Draper. Browning, the freshman point guard, with it across the time stripe, keeping Violet Taylor in tow. Bounces to the right elbow to Draper, who goes to the ground to get it back, and timeout called by Coach Pendleton. We'll take it as well. Rebels looking to take the first region game of the season. It's 54-27. Rich on the Station on Main scoreboard on a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Lady Basketball on 98.3 FM with video coverage online at mylocalradio.com.
For years, people from all over have counted on the competent staff and first-class facilities at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier, Idaho. Consistently named one of the top rural hospitals in the country, Bear Lake Memorial Hospital provides a wide range of treatments no matter what you need. Whether it be a simple visit to their expanded ER, a visit to their in-house MRI machine, or if you need more advanced treatments like chemotherapy or dialysis. The staff at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital cares about your health and will do everything they can to help you. Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier, Idaho, the most caring hospital on earth.
(54-27) your score on the Station on Main scoreboard with 1:46 left in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Aurora Draper to inbound it for the Manila Mustangs, one of 2 seniors on this team, but it's stolen away by Grohl with another Rich County steal, and there's been a lot of those tonight for Rich. Grohl goes right side to Pugmire in the elbow. Dribbling to the key, now over to Taylor on the run, who puts it up and in. And Rich extends the lead, 56-27. Slow roller across the time stripe, but it's picked up by Taylor. She's off and on her own, puts up the finger roll, and finishes it off on the fast break. 58-27, the Rich Rebels keeping their foot on the gas downhill. 68 seconds to play. Slaw with the basketball on the left side. Still with Kroll in tow. Draper at the top of the circle. Still almost taken away by Taylor. Guyman back in the game for the Mustangs. So both seniors on the court for Manila. Browning at the top of the circle. Goes right side. Slaw puts the shot up from the right side of the key from about 9 feet out. Pulled down by the Rebels. Grohl on the right side. 25 seconds to play. Grohl holding it towards the right wing. Dribbles towards the circle. Right side Argyle. Finds Tingy open. Shot is short. And rebound by the Mustangs. 8 seconds left to play as Browning loses the basketball. Picked up by Argyle with another Rich County steal. 1 second left. Grohl dribbles out the clock. And the Rebels take it 58-27. That's your final score on the Station on Main scoreboard. We're going to step aside and we come back. We're going to have our post-game show on a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich High Lady Basketball on mylocalradio.com and KADQ.
Sometimes you just start craving a really good, juicy burger. Add cheese, maybe some bacon, and all the fixins that make every bite even better than the bite before it. Add a side of hand-cut fries, onion rings, or crisp tater tots, and top it off with an amazing ice cream cone. Or maybe a raspberry shake. Just thinking about it makes me hungry. When your stomach is grumbling like an angry bear and your cravings call out, head right down to the Crawford Trough in Randolph. The place to eat and drink. Stop in today.
Wyoming is unique. When it comes to high school sports, we might travel 6 hours to a game, but when we get there, we know the other team, their parents, and the coaches. Wyoming is like one small town with really long streets. When your travels take you to Evanston, always stay with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. Clean, comfortable rooms, a restaurant serving healthy, delicious food, and breakfast is always included. If you're bringing the team or following the team, stay with us every time you're in Evanston. The Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Nothing makes your kid feel like a superstar more than seeing his or her very own Fathead in the stands. Fathead car decals and yard signs are inexpensive and easy to get at Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. Whether it's for the big game or to cheer on the high school band, our children make us proud in so many ways. Show your pride today. Go Rebels! West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street, Evanston.
And we welcome you to our post-game show. Since it's a doubleheader and we got to get the boys on, we were going to zoom through this one. We'll start it with our Jimmy John's Free Fast Recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fast and fresh meet. Well, the first quarter, the score at the very end was I thought we were have that a way to calculate that real quick, but it was a pretty close game in the first quarter. But it was in that second quarter where we saw the Rebels take off on a 10-0 run in order to take the lead into the locker room, and they would not look back, taking this one 58-27, your final score.
18-10 at the end of the first quarter.
Thank you, 18-10 at the end of the first quarter. And then you would just kind of see Rich just kind of keep their foot on the gas, holding Manila. And now if they only scored 21 points in the first half, 6 points for Manila in the second half. So a great defensive effort combined with a great offensive effort for the ladies. That's your Jimmy John's Free Fast Recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to have our Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Play of the Game. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Basketball on mylocalradio.com and KQ.
As high school sports fans, we know that sometimes you have to drive a long way to get to the next game. If you find yourself on the side of the road, remember that Freeway Tire in Evanston offers service calls and roadside assistance 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's a great idea to have your vehicle serviced, tires checked, and oil changed to make sure it's in top shape before your next long drive. Visit Freeway Tire today, your locally owned and operated tire shop. Freeway Tire, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
This presentation on mylocalradio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
In the state where life is elevated, live your life in a higher gear. Cash Honda Yamaha can help you enjoy our beautiful local terrain, whether it's in the valleys, mountains, snow, or water. So get out and enjoy all nature has to offer at a higher speed. Visit Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley to start living your life at your new speed. Visit us in Hyde Park, just north of Logan, Utah.
Thank you for joining us for today's post-game show. We're going to give out our Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Play of the Game, brought to you by Dr. McKay Franklin, providing precision family dentistry at affordable prices. Call 307-789-8910 for your appointment today. And Mackenzie Smith, you want to talk about precision shooting, hits 2 big 3 balls that kind of set the course for the Rebels in the second quarter. And Mackenzie Smith's precision shooting is your Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Play of the Game. We're going to go ahead and give out our player of the game. Brought to you by LSR Refrigerated. Darren, Tracy, and the entire Wallentine family wish the Rebels good luck. And we've got a lot of candidates for player of the game. Darlene Peterson comes to mind.
Ellie Argyle comes to mind. Violet Taylor comes to mind.
I think we got to settle on one. I think, let's see, what are we thinking here?
Yeah, Violet ends up with 8 points and 2 boards. Darlene ends up with 4 boards and 11 points.
I think it's got to be, well, what is
Ambria's got 10. Mackenzie's got 9 points and 9 boards. 7 boards, sorry. But Ellie had 9 points and 9 boards. I say you give it to her.
Yeah, Ellie Argyle, the junior, came out firing from the bench and really made a lot of noise. She is your LSR Refrigerated Player of the Game. We're now going to switch things and get us ready for the boys' game. 1 second here. We'll be right back with our scene set right after this. You're listening to a Bear Lake Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel basketball on mylocalradio.com and KQ.
2 of the things you work hardest for in life are your family and your money. Taking care of the money you earn is an important part of taking care of your family. Gary Tusher, CPA of Montpelier, Idaho, is a rancher who's also provided professional tax preparation and financial services for more than 30 years.
When it comes to taxes and your money, make sure it's handled the best way possible. Call me today, 208-847-2601.
And we welcome you back to our broadcast and to the Gary Tusher CPA pregame show, where the Rich Rebels will be taking on the Manila Mustangs. I'm going to go ahead and just go to a live camera for that one. Anyway, the Manila Mustangs here in a few minutes, 6 minutes to be exact, as Manila and Rich get ready for this one. It's time for our scene set, brought to you by J-Bar Excavation, the team and the equipment and the experience to get it done. J-Bar Excavation and Randolph, stop in today. Well, 2 times ago when these 2 teams played, it was a fun overtime victory for Rich, but the last time we saw the Manila Mustangs get a little bit of payback on the Rebels. So that's pretty much it. This is a game that is going to be very, very anticipated between these two teams. Gary McKee, you've got some information for us. Why don't you give that to us? Or excuse me, Rob Lason, I apologize.
No problem. Manila's coming into the game 8-3, with the 3 losses coming to 2A Roland Hall, 1A Paiute, and Riverton, Wyoming. They beat North Summit in the first game of the season, 53-40 back in November. They also picked up wins over Rock Springs in an overtime game and a close win over Pinedale in the Bridger Valley tournament. They had a win last night over St. Joseph, 74-37. Their offense comes from a trio of juniors. Tuck Davis averages about 14 points a game, and Kyler Hughes adds another 10, and Ashton Slaw leads the team with the most three-pointers made. They average about 51 points a game, but Rich averages 55, so it should be a close one.
It's going to be a barn burner. You're tuned in to the Gary Tusher CPA pregame show, and this has been your J-Bar Excavation Scene Set. When we come back, we'll continue with our pregame show. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich High Rebel basketball on 98.3 FM with video coverage online at mylocalradio.com.
Whether you're looking for gravel, sand, topsoil, rock, or other materials for your excavation or landscaping project, trust the experienced, knowledgeable team at J-Bar Excavation, specializing in sale and delivery of the materials you need to finish your project. J-Bar Excavation in Randolph, Utah has the team, the tools, and the plan to help you create exactly what you're looking for. J-Bar does quality work that fits your schedule and your budget. Call J-Bar Excavation today, 435-793-5855.
When you enter the city limits of the town of Woodruff, the sign welcomes you to a place with the coldest temps and the warmest hearts. Settled in 1870, we celebrate the values of kindness, compassion, and friendliness, knowing a community's greatness may best be measured by the compassionate actions of its members. Mayor Scott Sabian, council members Millie Bradshaw, Raymond Franson, Kent Stewart, and Jason Peterson, with Secretary Lisa Bell, welcome you and say,
Go Ridge Rebels!
At the Evanston Walmart, you'll find all the tools students need to succeed. Our team is committed to providing quality products and an excellent shopping experience. Stop in today. 125 North 2nd Street, Evanston. Walmart. Save money, live better.
And we welcome you back to the Gary Tusher CPA pregame show. It's always great when we get a chance to visit with one of the amazing students at Rich High School. Unfortunately, because of the circumstances surrounding this broadcast and myself not knowing I was going to do this till last minute, we did not have time to get a new standout student interview. Last night we spoke with Cassidy Grohl, and it was a great interview. And we thank the town of Woodruff, the mayor and town council, for making our standout interviews possible this year. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll have more of your abbreviated pregame show. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich High Rebel basketball on 98.3 FM with video coverage online at mylocalradio.com.
Whether it's for your home, your ranch, your equipment, or your business, when you need propane, count on the best. T7 Propane in Woodruff. The safe and professional team at T7 Propane offers quality product and the most responsive propane service in the area, so you can enjoy the affordability, reliability, and efficiency of propane. For heating, cooking, grilling, motor fuel, and more, count on the team at T7 for your personal or business propane needs. 435-793-4208.
Welcome back to the Gary Tusher CPA pregame show. Gary Tusher CPA, make sure you keep as much money as possible when it comes to taxes this year. Schedule an appointment with Gary Tusher CPA in Montpelier today. We are broadcasting live from Rich High School, where the Rebels will meet the Manila Mustangs. We didn't get a chance to get a T7 Propane coaches show with the interview with the coaches, but we did get a chance to kind of talk a little bit to people who know this one. Let's start with Manila really quick. What do we know about Manila, Rob Leifson?
Well, like we said, their points are going to come from their trio of juniors. You're basically seeing the same team we saw 3 times last year. So they're well known. They're going to put a lot of pressure on the ball, and Coach Cornea said he's really concerned about that because they're in your face 24/7.
You're tuned in to the T7 Propane and Woodruff pregame coaches show. This is kind of a different version of it, but we are able to kind of give you some insights of what the coaches are thinking. When we come back, we'll talk about the Rich Rebels. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich High Rebel basketball on mylocalradio.com and KQ.
Two of the things you work hardest for in life are your family and your money. Taking care of the money you earn is an important part of taking care of your family. Gary Tusher, CPA of Montpelier, Idaho, is a rancher who's also provided professional tax preparation and financial services for more than 30 years.
When it comes to taxes and your money, make sure it's handled the best way possible. Call me today, 208-847-2601.
All right, we're going to have to wrap up our T7 pregame coaches show. Brought to you by T7 in Woodruff. For all your propane needs, call 435-793-4208. Again, that's 435-793-4208. Let's go ahead and move on to a quick Laketown ledger. And again, last time these two teams faced off was in the first round of the playoffs. Manila took care of business, but before that, it was the regular season finale. Rich came away with an overtime victory in Manila. Keys to the game, Rob Leifson.
Well, in honor of our classic rock from Queen and David Bowie, you got to handle the pressure because the Rebels are going to get a lot of on-the-ball pressure from the Mustangs. Number 2 is finish at the rim. Had a lot of problems with that last night. And number 3 from the Oklahoma Sooners, you got to play the fourth quarter. We are fading in the fourth, so they need to play all 4 quarters.
A big thank you to Gary Tusher, CPA, for sponsoring our pregame show. We'll give you our starting lineups in a minute. Tax laws are always changing. Make sure you keep as much of your money as possible. Have the professionals at Gary Tusher, CPA, handle your tax preparation this year. Call Gary Tusher, CPA, in Montpelier today. Our Keys to the Game was brought to you by mylocalradio.com. Mylocalradio.com in Evanston. Advertise with them to get more customers to you. And we are underway. The tip-off brought to you by LSR Refrigerated. Tricia and the entire Wallentine family wish the Rebels good luck. It was a little sloppy, but we got through it. Rob Leifson. We're underway in the first quarter. We don't have a first quarter sponsor, so this quarter is available, Rich businesses, if you would like it. Back to live action. The Manila Mustangs trying to get their first shot off. It's pulled down by Weston, and Rich with a chance. Corney on the right side. Hand off to Pace. He's the only Pace on the court tonight, but it's kicked free by Slaw. He's off and running. 2 Rebels cutting him off. Goes right side to Tuck Davis. Ball is down on the ground, and it's out of bounds. And it'll stay with Manila. Real quick, let's run through the starting lineup for Manila. You've got number 5, Ashton Slaw, number 33, Zane Thomas, Tuck Davis, Hayden Gailey, and Kyler Hughes for the Manila Mustangs. Again, our starting lineups brought to you by Gary Tusher, CPA. For the Rich Rebels, you have Hayden Weston, Riley Carrillo, Jaden Cornea, Nate Woods, and Hunter Pace. Hughes will shoot the first free throws of the game, and he misses that one, bounces high. And with 7:09 to play in the first quarter, the first foul of the game is assessed to Hayden Weston. Free throw splashes through, and it is the Mustangs who strike first, 1-0. Left side, Cornea goes out to Pace. Retreats back towards the logo. Right side, Woods. Carrillo in the right wing. Weston looking for it in the lane, but it's bopped away by Manila, pulled down by Gailey. Hughes back at the logo. Slaw on the right wing. Lobs one to Thomas, who finishes it off underneath the net. 3-0 Manila. Rich looking to get on the board and keep this a one-possession game. Early going, 6:25 left in the first quarter. 3-0 Manila. Woods goes left side, Carrillo. Holds it for a while. Riley back to Pace in the right wing, looking for Nate Woods in the right quarter. Lob pass to Pace, who is not able to keep it in bounds. Pace was running into the lane, and the pass was just in front of him. It's out of bounds. Turnover to Manila. Here comes Thomas from the left block after a great pass by Hughes. And it's a 5-0 lead for Manila. Right side, Pace. Holds it for a while, looking for Carrillo. Almost loses the basketball to Thomas. Right side, Weston, back to Carrillo. Holding on to it is Cornea. Left side, Woods. 5:32 to play. Runner into Pace at the left block. Nearly ripped out of his hands by Slaw. Spin around jumper is way off the mark and long. Pulled down by Gailey. And now here come the Mustangs. Hughes to the right wing. Retreats back out to the logo. Holds it for a while. Left side to Gailey. Long cross-court pass. And we got a whistle.
Got an extra ball on the court.
Yep. Looks like a student lost control of a little bit of a ball, and it goes into the court. I can't tell, was it a warning assessed or was someone yelling for a warning? Inbound to Slaw, right side three, too long. Running in to get it back, though, is Gailey. And we got a jump ball. Carrillo gets there, wraps his hands around it. And Carrillo will take advantage of the Mountain Valley Cattle Company jump ball. Or excuse me, we don't have a jump ball sponsor, so. Mountain Valley Cattle Company inbound play. Browning brings it forward. Goes right side, Pace. Holds it for a little while longer, dribbles to the free throw line, bounces to Weston at the right block, and he is blocked by Davis. Gonder gets it back for the Mustangs. 5-0 for Manila to start this one out. 4:35 remaining in the first quarter. Left side, Slaw goes right back to Hughes. Holding it for a while is Gailey. Hughes loses the basketball, and we've got a foul, though, as Hughes loses it, gets it back. And there'll be a foul on Carrillo on the drive. Second foul on the Rebels. No fouls so far committed by Manila. Hughes to inbound it. No look pass to the left wing for Slaw for three. Got it. 8-0 run for the Mustangs. Cornea drives towards the left side, hands off to Pace. Hunter drives towards the free throw line. Finds Carrillo on the left block. Right wing three by Weston. Just too far right. Long pass to Tuck Davis, who's all on his lonesome. Down in the offensive lane, and Coach Cornea wants a timeout. 10-0. Mustangs over the Rebels. On a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel basketball on 98.3 FM with video coverage online at mylocalradio.com. Rich School District offers an exceptional education experience for every student. With a long track record of student success, Rich School District exits graduates who are college and or career ready. The numbers don't lie. The student graduation rate has been 100% since 2016. An average of 69% of graduates exit having earned university credit, 95% of graduates have been accepted to college or university, and graduates since 2018 have received over $1 million in scholarships. At Rich School District, we know quality education makes the difference. Big thank you to Rich School District for sponsoring our broadcast today. 10-0 Manila with 3:50 to play in the first quarter.
Not the start Coach Cornea was hoping for.
Riley Carrillo to inbound it. Brought to you by Mound Valley Cattle Company. Goes to Cornea to start it off. 3:47 to play. Cornea dribbles towards the right side, finds Woods. Back out to Carrillo, top of the circle. Bounces it, looking for Noah Perry in the lane, but it's out of his reach and over the baseline. Turnover back to Manila. 3:32 to play. Right now the Rebels need to come up with some plain tires, points in the paint. They need to figure out a way to get Carrillo active. Great steal, though, by Nate Woods. Brought to you by Rich County, looking for Cornea in the left elbow. It goes off of his fingertips and over the baseline, although Cornea says it was tipped by Manila. Now the Mustangs will take over. 3:13 to play. 10-0 Manila to start this one. First quarter action. Right side Slaw. Davis. Left side Hughes. That one, would it be for three? Yes, it is, as it bounces high, dribbles a little bit, and falls in. 13-0 start for Manila. Hand off to Woods on the right side. Left side to Walker. Woods holds it at the logo. Walker again in the left wing. He's got Slaw on him on defense. Woods top of the circle looking for Cornea. Taken away by Hughes. He's off and running. Right side block and draws the foul. It's going to be on the ground, so he will not shoot free throws. Though Hughes walked to the free throw line. And that's the third foul on the Rebels. Checking in for Manila is Zane Thomas. He'll come in for Slaw. Inbound to Yonder, who almost got it on the jump, but instead he misses the shot. Rebound by the Rebels. Perry goes Woods on the right side. Drives towards the right block. Cut off by the Manila defender, and he misses that one too far. Rebound by the Mustangs, and Hughes calms it down. 2:10 to play here in the first quarter. Rebels down 13-0 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Pass by Muir. Kicked away by Woods. Inbound coming up for Kyler Hughes, the junior. And missed shot by Manila, pulled down by Carrillo with another Rich County steal. Right side, Nate Woods draws the foul, and it's going to go down on the ground. Question is, they're going to call that one. One referee said it was down on the ground. They count the shot. So a chance to make an old school three-point play for Nate Woods. And I think Cornea wants a technical after what we learned yesterday about how you can't slap the glass when the ball's in the cylinder like that. But the referee says no. And they did not give him the points, rather. I thought it was on the drive. So they didn't award it to him, so it's 13-0 Rich basketball. Left side, Walker. Holds it for a while, and with 98 seconds left, the Rebels lead it 13-0. Or excuse me, trail 13-0. Carrillo, top of the circle, drives towards the left side of the key, puts the floater up. Too hard, pulled down by Mustangs. And a big contact made between Hughes and Trey Walker. I think Walker was trying to get there to kind of plant his feet, but Hughes just kind of ran through him before he could get there. So the foul goes on Walker, and that's the fourth one on Rich. First one on Walker. Hughes goes left side, Davis, back to Hughes. Gailey. Left side three from Davis, drained it. And the Mustangs are stampeding in Rich. 16-0. 55 seconds to play. Carrillo, top of the circle. Rebel basketball, left side, Cornea. He's caught by the trap. Here comes the jump shot from Carrillo, draws the foul, and count it. So Carrillo gets the first points for the Rebels, and he'll go to the free throw line. Brought to you by Bear Lake Realty, the most experienced and highest volume realtor in the Bear Lake Valley. Hughes checks out, Slaw checks back in, and coming in for the first time, Jay Carroll, one of 2 seniors on this Manila team. The other one is Morgan Walters. Carrillo with the shot. First one off, or the only one off the back iron, pulled down by Gailey. Hand off to Slaw, who brings it forward. 16-2 the score on the Station on Main scoreboard. Manila in charge. Travel, though, called on Carroll.
Carter Hoffman coming into the game for Nate Woods.
Hoffman hit a big 3-ball last night in North Summit to make it a 1-point game at the half, or 4-point game at their half, rather. Cornea across the timeline, goes Hoffman on the right. Back to Perry, guarded by Carroll, looking for Carrillo, right block. Back out to Perry, right wing 3. That one a touch too far off of the left iron. Pulled down by Manila. Slaw with 10 seconds left. Goes left side for Gailey. Back to Slaw. 4 seconds left in the first quarter. 2 seconds left. Slaw gets the shot off in time. Right wing off the back iron, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. And it's a massive run for Manila, 16-2 on the Station on Main scoreboard. We'll be right back after this with our second quarter on a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel basketball on 98.3 FM with video coverage online at mylocalradio.com.
As high school sports fans, we know that sometimes you have to drive a long way to get to the next game. If you find yourself on the side of the road, remember that Freeway Tire in Evanston offers service calls and roadside assistance 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's a great idea to have your vehicle serviced, tires checked, and oil changed to make sure it's in top shape before your next long drive. Visit Freeway Tire today, your locally owned and operated tire shop. Freeway Tire, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
This presentation on mylocalradio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
The score on the Station on Main scoreboard is 16-2 Manila over Rich as we start our second quarter, brought to you by Stacy's Repair in Woodruff. When you need a repair, take it to the ones who truly care. Stacy's Repair in Woodruff. Manila basketball as a alley-oop falls through from Hughes to Tuck Davis. Pretty play by Manila. Hughes on the left side, goes Cornea. Cut off by Hughes. And it's stolen by Davis. Tries to take on 2 Rich defenders. And Manila starting to run pretty free right now as Davis draws the foul. It's going to come against Noah Perry. Davis to shoot free throws.
He's been averaging 14 points a game, and he's already got 7. Make it 8.
As he hits the first free throw. And right now, there's no other way to put it. Rich has been punched in the mouth. They got to figure out a way to respond, and they need to do it quickly. Next one is through. 18-point lead for Manila, 7:23 left in the second quarter, brought to you by Stacy's Repair in Woodruff. Right side, Cornea. Back to Walker, quick pass left side to Cornea again. Walker holding it for, trying to find Carrillo, it looks like, while Hoffman is trapped on the right wing. Cornea at the top of the circle, cut off by Hughes. Hoffman, the freshman, on the right side. Carrillo at the free throw line. Tries to get in there somehow. Left side, Cornea. He drives to the free throw line, puts the floater up, and it's just not falling for Rich. There's a lid on the bucket for the Rebels. No look bounce pass to Hoffman, and we got a charge. Kate, what a play by Trey Walker. Hayden Gailey charges into the lane. Walker gets there, plants his feet. But, man, what a pretty pass by Manila, just that no-look bounce pass that found Hayden Gailey. Rich basketball, 20-2 here on the Station on Main scoreboard. They are on the downside of this one. Pace on the right, holds it for a while. Cornea goes back to Perry, looking for Carrillo in the post. It is almost stolen away, picked up by Pace, kicks it back over to Carrillo, and he finishes it off. Seems like Coach Cornea is going to have the boys live and die by that perimeter play. Long cross-court pass to Gailey. Finds Tuck. Right side Slaw. Top of the circle three from Hughes. Off the back iron. Pulled down by Carrillo with a big rebound. Right side to Pace. Right elbow jumper falls through. And now the Rebels trying to build some momentum back up. Hughes slowly marches forward. Bounces right side to Gailey. Back to Tuck. Hughes takes it back towards the logo. Looks to the bench for direction and now runs the play. Hughes bounces right side, Gailey. And a travel. Rebel basketball. As a lot of players just came on the bench. Let's see if I can keep up with it. Nate Woods and Carson Muirbrook, as well as Buckwheat Adams on the court for the Rich Rebels, joining Walker and Pace. Pace loses the handle but gets it back to the right corner, drives along the right baseline, puts the shot up and draws the foul. Elevates from the right side of the lane, and he'll shoot 2 Bear Lake Realty free throws. 4:58 to play in the second quarter, brought to you by Stacy's Repair in Woodruff. And a chance for Pace to cut the gap down. It's 14 right now, and he's too hard off the back iron. Rob, free throw shooting was a bit of an Achilles heel for the Rebels tonight. They're going to have to correct that, or last night, they're going to have to correct that tonight.
They are. That's one of the things Coach Cornea mentioned when I talked to him earlier today, but they had a lot more free throws last night, so that's only their 3rd free throw of the game so far.
Still early going, 4:52 left in the second quarter, brought to you by Stacy's Repair in Woodruff. As Pace misses the second one, ball on the other side. Pace almost gets a steal, but now it's going to be back to Manila as they get it all back. Right side, Slav, the wing for 3. That was way out there, and it only hits the back iron just a touch too strong. 4:30 to go. Walker drives towards the left block. Passes to Adams under the net. No good. Gets his own rebound back. And Buckwheat Adams is going to shoot 2 Bear Lake Realty free throws. It's going to come against number 31, Tuck Davis. That's his first and the 5th team foul on Manila. Well, after getting punched in the mouth in the first quarter, if you can make this second quarter yours, that would be big. As Adams' first free throw, brought to you by Bear Lake Realty, is short off the front iron. Gavin Gonder checks back in for Manila. Adams with the second of 2 free throws gets it to fall. 13-point lead. Hughes runs the play. Right side to Slaw. Gets the pick from Gailey. Muir, left side, back to Hughes from the left baseline. Puts the finger roll up and gets it to go. 22-7. Mustangs on top. Wild pass goes from Rich off of the Rebels and into the Manila bench. Turnover to the Mustangs, 22-9 as
I think
West,
it's 22-7.
Oh, yep, I just corrected it. 22-7. I was looking at the actual scoreboard. 3 ball from Hughes, and he's fouled on the shot. Bit of a delayed call as the ball was well in the air, and then Hughes takes contact. And I think Coach Cornea might have an issue with how delayed that call was. 3 free throws coming to Kyler Hughes, the junior. Man, it's scary to think that this team is, their core is juniors and they're this good. First one from Hughes off the back iron, no good. 2 more coming up for Hughes. 3:44 to play here in the second quarter, brought to you by Stacy's Repair in Woodruff. You need a repair, take it to the ones who truly care. Stacy's Repair in Woodruff, and he misses the second one. Walker, Adams, and Muirbrook come out. Weston, Cornea, and Carrillo in. They'll join Pace and Woods. Hughes to shoot his 3rd free throw. He's missed the first 2. And he goes 0 for 3. Rebound, though, by the Mustangs. Dish it back out to Hughes. Puts the shot up, falling away. Rebound by Carrillo, and the Rebels with it. Riley rushing to the other end. Gets it over to Woods in the left corner. Back to Cornea in the left wing. 3:32 to play in the second quarter. Cornea at the logo. Now slows things down. The energy definitely in the Rebels' favor. Floater from the left elbow short. Rebound by Carrillo, and it's in. 22-9. They were down by, I believe it was 20-2 at one point, and a timeout called by Coach Hughes. Great run by the Rebels. We're going to take it as well. This is a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Basketball, 98.3 FM with video online at mylocalradio.com.
You rely on your vehicle every day. Make sure your ride gets the best service, repairs, and maintenance possible. Stacy's Repair in Woodruff provides the highest quality, the latest technology, and the newest equipment to give your vehicle the absolute best auto care available. Family owned and operated since 1992, your friends at Stacy's Repair promise to always deliver value and outstanding, honest, and knowledgeable service, regardless of repair size or difficulty. Stacy's Repair, the ones who truly care.
(22-9), and Elenolf and Rob Layson filling in for Cody Olson. And Rob, you made an interesting comment during the break that Rich needs to maybe take advantage of the space that they're being given in the perimeter.
They are. They're being given the three-point shot as if Manila's daring them to take the shot, but nobody's putting them up so far.
Right side 3, no good by number 0, Wyatt Muir. And then on the rebound, Rich is fouled. That's the 6th team foul on the Mustangs. And the first one on Ashton Slaw. Cornea brings it forward, left side to Woods, 22-9. Rebels down. Cornea at the free throw line, drives toward the left side of the key. Pace, left side 3, that one off the back iron, no good, and the rebound is gonna go off of Manila and over the baseline. Usually call the Evanston Red Devils. Rebels and Red Devils sound eerily similar. Bounces it to Creo, left block, blocked by Davis. Dishes it out to Slaw, and the Manila Mustangs on the run, almost taken away by Cornea. He can't complete it. He steps in the path, gets the ball back, dribbles it off of his feet. Never really has control of it, but he does touch it last, and it's over towards the band in the corner. 22-9. 2:22 to play in the first half. Second quarter brought to you by Stacy's Repair in Woodruff. And there's a block in the back called on the Rebels.
That's Hayden Weston's second foul. And it puts Manila in the bonus.
Gavin Gonder will shoot 1 for 1. Rich with 17 fouls. Manila with 6. Gonder toes the line. Here it comes and rattles through. 23-9, Rich trailing Manila, but there's been some moments where it was that 20-2 first quarter that really kind of set the pace for this game. Ever since the Rebels have outscored them 7-4, so it's been pretty close if you take away that slow start for Rich, but that is the situation they have to deal with. 24-9 Rich basketball, and they are down. 2:08 to play in the second quarter, brought to you by Stacy's Repair in Woodruff. Right side, Cornea goes back out to Carrillo. Pace, left wing three, got it! Well,
there's your shot.
We were talking about it. And now we'll see what Manila does, because now they see that it is possible that Rich will go ahead and let it fly from outside. Up to that point, they've been getting their points in the paint. By the way, points in the paint brought to you by Plains Tire. Tires, wheels, vehicle maintenance, all with a smile. Left side, Slaw. Back to right side, Tuck for three. And Tuck Davis rolls it in out. Rebound by Gonder. Taken away by Nate Woods. Great Rich County steal. Goes left side, Cornea. From the left block, tries to put the shot up. And the ball is fumbled around, bounces off of Rich and over the baseline. 12-point game as it's 24-12. Manila with the basketball, and they have the lead. 1:13 to play here in the first half. Left side, Davis drives to the left part of the key, and a blocking foul.
That's Hayden's
on
third.
Rich. That's the third one on Weston, and that is not good. 3 fouls in the first half. And immediately Noah Perry gets up and goes to the scores table. That's the 8th foul on Rich. And Perry will come in for Weston. Weston played his first game of the season last night at North Summit. And it's very obvious that he provides a little bit of a enforcer type play for the Rebels down low. First free throw from Davis falls through, and it's a 24-12, or 25-12 rather, lead. Davis with the shot, off the front iron, rattles through, no good, pulled down by Carrillo, who goes above the crowd to get it back. Pace goes right back to Carrillo, quickly to Cornea, right block, draws the foul. Well, Rob Leifson, that is the 7th one on the Mustangs, and with 59.8 seconds to play in the first half.
Like the aggressiveness of Jaden Cornea on that drive.
See if they can cash it through. First one from Cornea, too hard, and it's no good. And the second Bear Lake Realty free throw rattles through. And it's a 12-point game again, 25-13. Hughes brings it forward slowly for the Mustangs. Left side three from Davis is through.
He's got 13.
Cannot give him the room that he's had. Woods goes Cornea, top of the circle, back to the free throw line. Looking for Woods in the right wing. Back out to Cornea, 36 seconds to go. Woods on the right wing again. Jaden, top of the circle three. That one, front iron, no good. Rebound by Cornea. Perry hits the ground hard. Back out to Woods, right wing three. Well short. Rebound by Hughes. And we got a foul as Hughes is leaving the backcourt. That's going to come against Riley Carrillo.
I believe that's his second.
That's the 9th foul on Rich, and it is the second on Riley. Perry will come out, and Justin Adams will come in. Trey Walker is now going to come in for Carrillo to try to save him for the second half. Only 21 seconds separating us from the locker room. Hughes takes a deep breath. 28-13, and the shot by Hughes off the back iron, pulled down by Woods. 19 seconds to go. Full court trap put on by the Mustangs. Cornea looking for pace. Quick pass right side to Walker. Into the right block, into the lane. Goes into the glass and tickles it off. 28-15. 5 seconds to go. Hughes with the basketball. 3 seconds left. Puts the shot up. It spins around. And that's going to do it. So at the half, it is a 15-point game. Manila leads it 30-15. This second quarter brought to you by Stacy's Repair in Woodruff. When you need a repair, take it to the ones who truly care. Again, the score on the Station on Main scoreboard is Manila 30, Rich 15. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel basketball on 98.3 FM with video coverage online at mylocalradio.com.
For years, people from all over have counted on the competent staff and first-class facilities at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier, Idaho. Consistently named one of the top rural hospitals in the country, Bear Lake Memorial Hospital provides a wide range of treatments no matter what you need. Whether it be a simple visit to their expanded ER, a visit to their in-house MRI machine, or if you need more advanced treatments like chemotherapy or dialysis. The staff at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital cares about your health and will do everything they can to help you. Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier, Idaho, the most caring hospital on earth.
Randolph, Utah is a town of extremes. At an elevation of almost 6,300 feet and with temperatures over 90 in the summer and often 40 below in the winter, the folks who call Randolph home have to be a hardy crew. Maybe that's one reason the simple things in life mean so much to Rich County. Residents value hard work, education, respect, a love for God, family, and country, and being a good neighbor. Mayor Lynn Weston and the town board proudly support the Rich Rebels and hope you'll be able to visit soon and come back often.
Signage is a critical part of your business. It helps customers find your front door. Rocky Mountain Sign will provide you with expertly designed signs, LEDs, channel letters, as well as skillfully cut signage using wood, metal, plastic, and other mediums to help your customers find you with high-quality signage. Using the best technology, designs, and installation by Rocky Mountain Sign. Your signage says a lot about your business. Work with the professionals at Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street in Evanston, Wyoming.
They say the three most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
Welcome to the halftime show brought to you by the Crawford Trough, the place to eat and drink at the half. The score on the Station on Main scoreboard is 30-15, Manila on top of Rich. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have your first half highlights here on the Crawford Trough halftime show. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel basketball on 98.3 FM with video coverage online at mylocalradio.com.
Sometimes you just start craving a really good, juicy burger. Add cheese, maybe some bacon, and all the fixins that make every bite even better than the bite before it. Add a side of hand-cut fries, onion rings, or crisp tater tots, and top it off with an amazing ice cream cone. Or maybe a raspberry shake. Just thinking about it makes me hungry. When your stomach is grumbling like an angry bear and your cravings call out, head right down to the Crawford Trough in Randolph. The place to eat and drink. Stop in today.
Success doesn't come by accident. Success requires hard work, perseverance, learning, sacrifice, and believing in yourself. Eddie and Todd Jensen established the Mound Valley Cattle Company in Thatcher, Idaho on these very principles. The students, staff, athletes, and coaches at Rich High School value these same fundamentals in education and activities, in athletics, and in life. Good luck, Rebels, from Mound Valley Cattle Company, serving customers in Utah, Idaho, and Wyoming since 1997.
Welcome back to the Crawford Trough halftime show. Today, the first half highlights are brought to you by the town of Randolph, Mayor and Town Council, and Rob Leifson. Tell us the story of the numbers.
Well, the Rebels needed some help from J-Bar Excavation because they dug themselves a big hole in that first quarter. They ended up shooting 5 of 13 from two-point range, 1 of 6 with Hunter Pace having the lone three-pointer, 32% overall from the floor, and only 2 of 7 from the free throw line. Again, that's something we got to be addressed by Coach Cornea. Manila, meanwhile, very efficient, 5 of 10 from 2 and 4 of 11 from three-point land, overall shooting 47%. They're 6 of 12 from the free throw line at only 50%. Rebounds, Rebels have a slight edge, 14 to 13. Carrillo's got 7. Gonder for the Mustangs has 4. As far as leading scorers, Davis already has 13. He averages 14. And Riley Carrillo has 6 for the Rebels. One of the keys to the game was to handle the pressure. The Rebels have 9 turnovers, and Manila's taking good care of the basketball. They only have 4. Coach Cornea said that Manila would be happy to just grind out a game and win 40 to 39, and you see that by the score. They're putting up a little bit more points than they're averaging.
The quick message from Rich School District. Rich School District offers an exceptional educational experience for every student with a long track record of student success. Rich School District exits graduates who are college and or career ready. The numbers don't lie. The student graduation rate has been 100% since 2016. An average of 69% of graduates exit having earned university credit. 95% of graduates have been accepted to a college or university, and graduates since 2018 have received over $1 million in scholarships. At Rich School District, we know quality education makes the difference. At the half, the score on the Station on Main scoreboard is Manila 30, Rich 15. You're listening to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel basketball on 98.3 FM with video coverage online at mylocalradio.com.
Signage is a critical part of your business. It helps customers find your front door. Rocky Mountain Sign will provide you with expertly designed signs, LEDs, channel letters, as well as skillfully cut signage using wood, metal, plastic, and other mediums to help your customers find you with high-quality signage. Using the best technology, designs, and installation by Rocky Mountain Sign. Your signage says a lot about your business. Work with the professionals at Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street in Evanston, Wyoming.
Now you've got a safe and secure place to store your boat, RV, ATVs, and other vehicles right in town. T-Bar Body Shop offers storage for just $35 per month. Long and short-term storage options are available. Of course, T-Bar Body Shop also offers custom bodywork when you have an accident. We work with your insurance directly and get the job done right. T-Bar Body Shop offers a wide range of services. Stop in today and see all the ways T-Bar can serve you. 515 County Road, Evanston. Let T-Bar fix your car.
In the state where life is elevated, live your life in a higher gear. Cash Honda Yamaha can help you enjoy our beautiful local terrain, whether it's in the valleys, mountains, snow, or water. So get out and enjoy all nature has to offer at a higher speed. Visit Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley to start living your life at your new speed. Visit us in Hyde Park, just north of Logan, Utah.
As high school sports fans, we know that sometimes you have to drive a long way to get to the next game. If you find yourself on the side of the road, remember that Freeway Tire in Evanston offers service calls and roadside assistance 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's a great idea to have your vehicle serviced, tires checked, and oil changed to make sure it's in top shape before your next long drive. Visit Freeway Tire today, your locally owned and operated tire shop. Freeway Tire, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
Throwing it over to our Bear Lake Realty fan cam, your new home in Bear Lake. Bear Lake Realty is the most experienced and highest volume realtor in Bear Lake Valley. Call Gary or Amber McKee at 435-946-8888. Before we kind of get ready for this third quarter, Rob, if you're Coach Cornea, what is the one thing you're stressing in the locker room right now?
Well, I would say you got to keep up that same intensity in the second half. Like we mentioned in the pregame show, for some reason we seem to fade in the fourth, and I think if we can keep the intensity up, they can get back in this ball game. We need to hit some threes. They need to loosen up that inside because it is tough down underneath. Carrillo just has no room to work because of the pressure that the Mustangs have put on them. and they need to defend the three a little bit better. Manila's had some wide open three-point shots, and they've knocked them down, which they have not done earlier in this season.
Yeah, Manila's looked very, very good, and if you're Coach Hughes of Manila, what are you telling your players now? I mean, there's not much that they can really adjust.
No, I don't think he makes many adjustments other than maybe stay out of foul trouble.
This concludes the halftime show today, brought to you by the Crawford Trough and Randolph. Juicy burgers, thick shakes, and other delicious menu selections. Enjoy a meal at the Crawford Trough today, the place to eat and drink. It's time for our third quarter, brought to you by Epic Recreation. Make your vacation an epic one to remember. Rentals in Bear Lake. Remember, Rentals in Bear Lake, 435-946-EPIC. That's 3742. Or find us on Facebook at epicrecreation.net. Our start of the third quarter is brought to you by LSR Refrigerated. Darren, Trishan, and the entire Wallentine family wish the Rebels good luck. Inbound play as the ball will be with Rich, so we do have a Mound Valley Cattle Company inbound play to start this third quarter. Brought to you by Epic Recreation.
The adjustment from Coach Corney has kept Hayden Weston on the bench with the 3 fouls and put Noah Perry to start the second half.
Woods on the right side looking for Perry, and it's going to go out of bounds. Nobody was touching it. It just kind of sails into the Rich bench. So Manila now gets the basketball. Hughes checking out what the defensive Rich has given to him. Going to Slaw. Back over to Thomas. Now he holds it for a while with Cornea on him. Gailey in the right wing. Slaw, top of the circle, thought about taking a three. Shut down quickly by Cornea in pace. Back out to Gailey. Slaw finds St. Thomas. Back to Slaw, and now he drives to the left side of the key. Gailey looking for Slaw, and he gets it before it crosses over the center stripe. Now retreats back towards the top of the circle. Step back. Gailey for three. Too hard off the back iron. Pulled down by Pace. Perry gets it back. Cornea brings the ball forward. Drives towards his left side. Hands off to Woods. Back to Cornea. Nate, top of the circle. Goes to Pace on the right wing. Looking for Perry in the right side of the key. Tries to put up the shot. It's contested. Ball's dropped, and we got a few bodies down on the ground before Slaw comes back up with it for Manila. 6:21 to play in the third quarter, brought to you by Epic Recreation. Hughes loses the basketball, and Carrillo tries to get it back. Both him and Hughes hit the ground, and it's going to come. A foul comes on Manila. And it actually is going to come against Hayden Gailey, who gets called for pushing Carrillo. Ryan with the Mound Valley Cattle Company inbound play. Goes to Cornea. Dribbles towards the right side, hands off to Pace, 15-30. Rich trailing Manila. Pass inside the lane intended for Cornea, taken away by Manila. Hughes bounce pass over to Davis, and he puts the shot up and one. It's going to come against, didn't say 22, so that.
Hunter Pace.
Hunter Pace, yeah. Oh, he's wearing number 22 today. He usually wears number 10. Shot is up and good from Davis. And he completes old school three-point play, 33-15. With 5:49 to play in the third quarter by Epic Recreation. Cornea goes right side, back out to Pace. Woods holding it at the top of the circle, goes Carrillo on the left block, puts on the brakes at the free throw line, back out to Pace on the right. Puts the shot up from the elbow, rims it and out from the left iron, pulled down by Manila. Long pass from Hughes to Davis, and he puts the shot up and finger rolls it in. Cornea goes left side, Pace. 35-15 the score on the Station on Main scoreboard. Carrillo towards the left side of the key, dishes back out to Woods. Perry back to Cornea in the left corner. Driving towards the top of the circle, Carrillo at the top, drives towards the left block. Finds Cornea, shot from the right side of the key is a floater off the glass and into the arms of Kyler Hughes, who drives it from one end to the other, kicks over to Slaw in the right corner. Now Slaw goes towards the top of the circle. Quick pass over to Gailey, who gives it right back to Slaw. Hughes runs back up to the top to get it. 4:33 to play in the third quarter, brought to you by Epic Recreation. Slaw, right corner three, off the left iron, pulled down by Gailey, and Manila will get another crack at it. Left side, Davis, who I'm pretty sure has eclipsed his average.
Oh, yeah.
Slaw over on the left side. Handoff to Hughes.
Davis with 18.
Average 14 coming into the game. Left side, Slaw for three. Hits the front iron, rolls around off the glass. Pulled in by Gailey. Puts the shot up and draws the foul. Check that, that's Zane Thomas. And that's another one on Hunter Pace. I say it's his first one, but I'm pretty sure he got the last one as well. Shot by Thomas off the back iron, bounces high and down. Trey Walker and Carter Hoffman checking in for the Rebels. Perry and Woods coming off. So it's Pace, Carrillo, Walker, Hoffman, and Cornea. Free throw is well short, picked up by Hoffman, goes right side to Pace, who hit a three ball earlier. Pace into the lane, puts the floater up, off the front iron, and just can't get that touch down. And the ball is out of bounds off of Rich after the missed shot.
That was the challenge last night. Can't finish at the rim.
35-15. Manila on top with 3:51 to play in the third quarter, brought to you by Epic Recreation. Left side, Slaw. Muir at the top of the circle and poked away by Cornea. Slaw has to go back to the logo to get it. Muir, right wing three. That one off the front iron, pulled down by Carrillo. Cornea sprinting across the time stripe. Goes towards the right wing, cut off by Hughes. Cornea goes left side to Pace, lobs one to Carrillo, and he can't keep, he does keep it in bounds, but he bounces it right into the hands of Slaw. Here comes the quick transition points. Right side, Davis, his shot is off of the underside of the rim, picked up by Pace. Rebel basketball, Cornea now with the ball, down 35-15. Walker runs in to Manila, and the foul is called on the drive. And timeout taken by Coach Hughes. We'll take it with him. 35-15, the score on the Station on Main scoreboard. Rich trails Manila. We'll be right back after this on a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel basketball on 98.3 FM with video coverage online at mylocalradio.com.
For years, people
Whether you're kicking up dust in the hills, making waves down on the lake, or taking advantage of the world's greatest powder, don't just hope to have fun. Take that sled by the handlebars and make your time at Bear Lake epic. Epic Recreation rents equipment and cabins for your vacation fun at beautiful Bear Lake. From watercraft large and small to UTVs, sleds, and more, Epic Recreation has it all to go on-road, off-road, or out on the Caribbean blue water. Book your adventure at epicrecreation.net.
Well, the Mustangs on top here. They lead it 35-15 on the Station on Main scoreboard. 3:01 remaining in the Epic Recreation third quarter.
You've kept Manila down to 5 points in the half, but the bad news is you haven't scored anything yet.
Inbound to Walker, looking for Cornea. Back out to Pace in the left corner, drives towards the block, bounces it out to Walker, ripped away by Hughes. And the ball will go out of bounds. It looked like Pace was going to try to get it back on the ground, but it goes off of him and over the baseline. Manila with the basketball and a 20-point lead. 2:48 left in the third quarter, brought to you by Epic Recreation. Bounces it inside the lane to Gonder, and then taken away by Trey Walker for the Rebels. Rich tries to get something going in transition as Cornea drives in the lane, puts it off the glass, and it's just not falling today. Rebound, though, by Walker, and he's blocked out of bounds by Kyler Hughes. Cornea with the inbound play by Mountain Valley Cattle Company. Goes to Walker, back to Cornea in the corner. Lobs one for Carrillo, but he can't quite get to it. Taken away by Manila, and a travel called by Wyatt Muir as he is running into the lane to try to finish off the fast break. (35-15) Manila with 2:12 to play in the third quarter, brought to you by Epic Recreation, but it's Rich basketball. Goes to Walker, gets one to Carrillo in the post from the low side, puts the shot up, and it's too hard. Rebound by Manila. Hughes with less than 2 minutes to play takes it for the Mustangs. Bounces it right side to Slaw. Lobs one in the lane, and putting the shot up is Gonder with a body down on the ground. Misses the shot, rebound by Rich. Lobs one to Walker. High post, blocked away by Davis. Here comes Manila. Lob pass to Hughes. Right block, and a foul. It's a block on Jaden Cornea, who, to his credit, the referee was looking around to find out who the offender was, and Jaden actually held up his own number for him. Hughes with the shot off the back iron, too hard. Another free throw coming for Kyler Hughes. And that one goes through. I think that is only 6 points now for Manila in the second half. 86 seconds to play, but the big problem, as you mentioned earlier, Rich still looking for those first points and thrown away by Cornea into the Rich student section, Manila basketball. Slaw with the basketball, gets the inbound pass, now goes back to Hughes. 1:17 to play in the third quarter, brought to you by Epic Recreation. Right side to Hughes, top of the circle, bounces it out to Slaw, finds Davis in the left block, and he's gets contact from Trey Walker, and now Davis will shoot two. That's the fourth team foul on Rich, and the second one on Walker. First one from Davis off the front iron. Right now, if you're the Rich Rebels, you got to get something going. You need some Bear Lake Realty free throws. You need some steals, brought to you by Rich County, My Local Radio, three-point shots, anything. And some points in the paint from Plains Tire, anything to get things going as Davis hits the second one, 37-15. Pace hands off to Cornea, who marches across the timeline. The sophomore goes left side to Pace. Adams at the top of the circle. Goes right back to Cornea. Drives into the lane, puts on the brakes at the free throw line. Back out to Hunter. Pace drives into the elbow. Trying to find Cornea, but the ball's on the ground, and we're going to get a tie-up. Possession arrow pointed towards Manila. Slaw to inbound it for the Mustangs. And the pass goes off of Hughes, down on the ground. Muirbrook almost gets to it. Hoffman, rather. Instead, it is going to be a nice shot by Zane Thomas, who takes it to the other end. Does the circular motion, puts the shot up, and it's 39-15 15. Right side pace with 13 seconds left in the third quarter, brought to you by Epic Recreation. And Davis gets a handful of jersey on Hoffman as he's making his way to the bucket. Jay Carroll and Wyatt Muir coming in for the Mustangs. And now with the Mound Valley inbound play, it's Cornea, goes right side Adams. He's in the corner, bounces it to Walker, taken away by Gailey, and we've got a travel called on Manila. Rich basketball still trying to get those first points of the second half with 3.2 seconds left in the third quarter. Cornea goes left side pace in the corner, puts a three ball up, well short at the buzzer. And actually it'll hit the side of the backboard with 0.1 seconds left. And they stop the clock. So it'll just be Wyatt Muir to inbound it. Slaw holds, and that's the end of the Epic Recreation third quarter. The score on the Station on Main scoreboard, Manila 39, Rich 15. We'll be right back after this on a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel basketball on 98.3 FM with video coverage online at mylocalradio.com.
Wyoming is unique. When it comes to high school sports, we might travel 6 hours to a game, but when we get there, we know the other team, their parents, and the coaches. Wyoming is like one small town with really long streets. When your travels take you to Evanston, always stay with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. Clean, comfortable rooms, a restaurant serving healthy, delicious food, and breakfast is always included. If you're bringing the team or following the team, stay with us every time you're in Evanston. The Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Nothing makes your kid feel like a superstar more than seeing his or her very own Fathead in the stands. Fathead car decals and yard signs are inexpensive and easy to get at Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. Whether it's for the big game or to cheer on the high school band, our children make us proud in so many ways. Show your pride today. Go Rebels! West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street, Evanston.
Epic Recreation brought you that third quarter. Epic Recreation, make your vacation an epic one to remember. Rentals in Bear Lake, call 435-946-EPIC. That's 3472, or find us on Facebook as well as the internet at epicrecreation.net. Our fourth quarter now brought to you by Bear Lake Memorial Hospital, the most caring hospital on earth.
Able to squeeze a pass into Hayden Weston, and he gets fouled going up.
Weston, he's been on the bench for quite a while, sitting with 3 or 4 fouls. I can't remember 3. As Weston hits the first free throw, brought to you by Bear Lake Realty, the most experienced and highest volume realtor in the Bear Lake Valley. First points of the second quarter come 10 seconds, or second half, come 10 seconds in, and you know what? Weston just goes 2 for 2. 39-17. Slaw with the basketball. Goes over the timeline, bounces it out to Gailey, and a foul. That's going to be on Weston. He comes back in and picks up that fourth one, and we'll see if Coach Cornea just lets him ride it out. Hughes with the inbound pass, goes to Slaw in the left corner, dribbling towards the top of the circle. Looking to Gailey, back to Slaw, right center three, too hard, pulled down by Woods. And it looks like the ball might have crossed out of the field of play, so we're going to have to actually get a Mound Valley Cattle Company inbound play to continue. 7:24 to play here in the fourth quarter, brought to you by Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. Pace goes towards the left block, puts the shot up over 2 defenders and splashes it through. 39-19. Hughes brings it across the time stripe. Right side, Slaw wide open right three, and he drained it. There are some marksmen on this Manila Mustangs team, that is for sure. Woods bounces right side, Pace. Rebel basketball down 42-19 with 6:46 left in the fourth quarter, brought to you by Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. Weston goes into the lane, puts the shot up, too soft. Rebound by Davis, and now he kicks it over to Slaw. Finds Hughes again. Back out to Slaw, right corner, and we got an offensive foul off the ball.
Zane Thomas.
So it comes against Thomas, his second foul, and that's the sixth foul on Manila. And a Mountain Valley Cattle Company inbound play for the Rebels. Nate Woods brings it forward. Thomas waiting on him. Goes left side, back to Pace. Woods to Carrillo. Dishes back out to Woods. Right side, Walker, and he stepped on the baseline.
Now foul on the drive.
Oh, I thought he pointed down on the line. My apologies. It's going to come against Kyler Hughes, and that is his first foul. And the seventh team foul in Manila, so Rich will shoot free throws the rest of the way. If there's a way to chip away at this lead, that might be it. First free throw from Walker is good, and it is 42-20. Free throws were kind of the bugaboo for Rich last night. Well, no other way to cure that bugaboo than to get to the line as often as possible in the next 6 minutes and 8 seconds. Rebound by Carrillo. He misses the second one, and it goes off of Carrillo and over the right sideline, and Rich can't believe it.
That's Carrillo's 9th board of the game.
It's Manila basketball. Tuck Davis to inbound it for the Mustangs. Hughes with 5:59 over the timeline. Manila up by 22. Bad pass in the lane, goes over the baseline, and it doesn't hit anyone. It looked like Gailey was trying to find Thomas, but it just kind of bounces out of his reach and over the baseline. Inbound pass by the Rebels, brought to you by Mountain Valley Cattle Company. Eddie and Todd Jensen out of Thatcher, Idaho, wishing the Rebels good luck. On the other end, we got a steal by Manila. Right side, Hughes to the block, cut off by Woods, and he's fouled on the drive. And that is going to come against Woods. Wyatt Muir and Gavin Gonder checking in for Zane Thomas and Hayden Gailey for Manila. 5:34 to play in the fourth quarter, brought to you by Bear Lake Memorial Hospital, the most caring hospital on earth. And we got a whistle, an offensive foul again on Manila. It's coming against Gavin Gonder, and that'll send Rich back to the free throw line. Or at least I thought it would have, since it was there in the bonus, but
offensive foul.
Right side to Pace. Right block, puts the jump shot up off the front iron and just doesn't drop through. Rebound by Hughes. Kicks it over to Tuck Davis, and he finishes it off with a flourish. 44-20 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Rich on the low side of this one as Pace puts up the shot and draws the foul from the right block. And Coach Cornea wants to talk things over. We've got a timeout. Independent Software Solutions timeout. Let Brian be your IT guy. Call 307-79-1978. We'll be right back after this on a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel basketball on 98.3 FM with video coverage online at mylocalradio.com.
For years, people from all over have counted on the competent staff and first-class facilities at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier, Idaho. Consistently named one of the top rural hospitals in the country, Bear Lake Memorial Hospital provides a wide range of treatments no matter what you need. Whether it be a simple visit to their expanded ER, a visit to their in-house MRI machine, or if you need more advanced treatments like chemotherapy or dialysis. The staff at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital cares about your health and will do everything they can to help you. Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier, Idaho, the most caring hospital on earth.
The fourth quarter today is brought to you by Bear Lake Memorial Hospital, Montpelier, the most caring hospital on earth. The score on the station on main scoreboard is 44 for Manila, 20 for Rich. As we get set with 4:59 to play in the fourth, it will be Hunter Pace to shoot 2 Bear Lake Realty free throws. Call Gary or Amber McKee at 435-946-8888. Or visit bearlakerealty.com. First one from Pace. Rattles away, no good. And the next one from Hunter. Too hard off the back iron. Pulled down, though, by Trey Walker. Rebels will get another crack at this. Goes to Weston, puts the shot from the right block and in. 44-22, Manila. 4:46 left in the fourth quarter, brought to you by Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. We'll see if Manila tries to bleed some clock. Bounces to the right side to Muir. Goes to Davis, quickly over to Hughes. Long pass, Muir, left side 3, short. Rebound by Carrillo, and he's down on the ground, gets it back and goes back to Pace. Wide open, Trey Walker, who puts the shot up with nobody around from the lane. They cherry-picked that one. And Trey Walker puts it in, 44-24. Hughes with the basketball. Loses control temporarily, gets it back, bounces out to Muir on the right wing. Tries to bounce it inside to Gonder. Back out to Slaw, and he gets called for a travel. One of those put the brakes on, then put the foot forward type moves.
That last board by Carrillo puts him at 10 for the game.
So Riley Carrillo getting it done on the glass. But the Rebels find themselves down by 20. 3:54 to play in the fourth quarter. And the Rebels, at this point, it's about just getting that game experience and preparing for your next contest. Top of the circle, Walker. And he gets called for a travel as, yeah, there was a few moves there that I think Walker didn't realize he made. It was one of those ones where, again, put the brakes on and just kind of momentum took him forward. 24-44, Rebels trailing. Mustangs with the basketball. Hughes bounces it right side to Muirbrook in the corner. Lobs one in the lane for Gailey. And we've got a foul going against Manila on the rebound. It's going to come against Gonder. And the Rebels will shoot at the double bonus now. That's the 10th team foul on Manila. And now it will be Weston to shoot 2. 3:27 to play here in the fourth quarter, brought to you by Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. First shot is up. That one high, but front iron. And down to the Rich Hardwood. Weston to shoot his second of 2 Bear Lake Realty free throws and gets that one to fall through. And with 3:27 to play, we've got a substitution coming on. Hayden Gailey comes out, Zane Thomas back in. Davis with the inbound pass to Muir. He rushes along the right sideline, and now 5 Rebels go to the scores table. Hughes goes left side to Thomas. Picked up by Muir. Davis at the logo. Left side 3 by Muir, and that's short. Pulled down by Walker. Rebels with numbers, 3-on-1. Walker gets around one defender, lays it up high under the net, and puts it in. Muir goes right side. Davis for 3. And that one off the front iron and bounces high into the arms of Weston. 2:43 to play. Right side, Woods for 3. That one too far. Picked up by Hughes. Contact made. No whistle. Picked up by Carrillo. Riley with a circle step, puts the shot up from the high post. Missed it. Rebound by Weston, and now Weston will go to the free throw line again. He went 1 for 2 last time. That's going to come against Gavin Gonder, his third one of the game. 2:27 to play in the fourth quarter, brought to you by Bear Lake Memorial Hospital, the most caring hospital on earth. First Bear Lake Realty free throw from Weston falls through, and now you've got Cornea, Perry, Meerbrook, and Hoffman all checking in for Carrillo, Pace, and Woods, as well as Walker. Weston to shoot the free throw. His second of 2 Bear Lake Realty free throws, and he goes 2 of 2 as that one rattles through. 2:27 to play in the fourth quarter, and Weston will now come out. Buckwheat comes in. Inbound to Muir. Goes along the left side, and it looks like Manila made some substitutions as well, as Hughes and Tuck Davis's nights are done, and they had each of them pretty good nights. Manila in the bonus, Rich in the double bonus. Slaw quickly goes into the left corner to Carroll. Covered by Buckwheat, and he's fouled. Buckwheat commits the foul, and now Davis will shoot 1 for 1. First one on Adams. As Muir comes out, and Morgan Walters, one of only 2 seniors on this squad, comes in. The other one is number 11, Jay Carroll. It is Carroll shooting the 1 for 1 free throw. First one missed, rolls to the left, picked up by Gonder. Back to Slaw in the left wing, lobs one to Walters. Quickly over to Carroll, and
3 seconds.
3-second violation on Manila. 1:56 to play here in Rich. The Mustangs going to take this region opener, but Rich is definitely going to learn some lessons from it. Hoffman to the right block, tries to fling it into the lane, and the ball is down. It's a wrestle between 2 Rich Rebels and Slaw, and they call a jump ball. It's going to go to Manila. Walters inbound it for the Mustangs. As Drake Weston, the freshman, just got some words from Coach Cornea. Maybe he might be going in for the end of this one, as Jaden Cornea commits the foul.
And he's probably going to have a seat.
And in comes Drake Weston, 5'4" freshman. And out for the Mustangs, Zane Thomas. Morgan Walters to shoot free throws with 90 seconds to play in this one. Walters puts that one through. He'll shoot one more. Walters with the shot, and that one high off the iron, pulled out of the sky, but we got a foul on the rebound on Manila.
Yep.
Oh no, he just called
Buckwheat.
it on Rich. He pointed as if we were going towards Rich, but he just called it on Buckwheat. Third foul on Adams. Minute 29 to play here in the fourth quarter, brought to you by Bear Lake Memorial Hospital, the most caring hospital on earth. Invite you to stay tuned for the pregame show for the Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap, McKay Franco Precision play of the game, and the player of the game, as well as what's coming up for Rich High School. Perry on the right side. Goes to Weston. The minute 12, he holds it. Weston bounces back out to Perry on the right. Drives towards the free throw line. Tries to fling it out towards Meerbrook, but it is going to go out of bounds. Last touched by the Mustangs. Mountain Valley Cattle Company inbound play for Weston. Goes to Huffman. Tries the shot from the right side, and he missed that one. Off of Manila and another Mountain Valley Cattle Company inbound play. Rich will try to end it with some Plains Tire points in the paint. Weston at the top of the circle, 53 seconds left to bounce it back to Muirbook. Tries to bounce it to Buckwheat, but it finds the shin instead of Jay Carroll, and Manila picks it up, and they will slowly bring it across the timeline. 39 seconds to play. Manila moving the ball around the perimeter. Browning quickly over to Gonder. Back over to Blair. Left side floater from Walters is actually blocked by Rich. Noah Perry goes into the stands to try to get it back. Manila basketball, 24 seconds remain. Inbound, poked away by Muirbrook. Weston takes it over the time stripe. Drives towards the right side of the key, hands off to Huffman. Perry with 12 seconds left, now 11 seconds left, back to Weston. 8 seconds left, 7 seconds as Rich dribbles this one for the final shot. Muirbrook wants the final points in the paint, gets it to go and off. That's the buzzer, so Rich does close the game with some Plains Tire points in the paint. And your final score on the Station on Main scoreboard is Manila 45, Rich 31. We'll be right back with our post-game show. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel basketball on 98.3 FM with video coverage online at mylocalradio.com.
This presentation on mylocalradio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
Atlas Home Care and Hospice provides skilled nursing and physical therapy services in your home in Rich County. In-home service providers include Natalie Cornea, Kylie Argyle, Brady Stokes, and Bradley Holmes. Call Atlas Home Care and Hospice today.
For years, people from all over have counted on the competent staff and first-class facilities at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier, Idaho. Consistently named one of the top rural hospitals in the country, Bear Lake Memorial Hospital provides a wide range of treatments no matter what you need. Whether it be a simple visit to their expanded ER, a visit to their in-house MRI machine, or if you need more advanced treatments like chemotherapy or dialysis. The staff at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital cares about your health and will do everything they can to help you. Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier, Idaho, the most caring hospital on earth.
And we welcome you to our post-game show. We'll start it off with the Jimmy John's Freak Fast Recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fast and fresh meat. And really, you can tell the story in a story of 2 quarters. The first quarter, Rich only gets 2 points. Manila gets 20. In the second quarter, Manila only gets about, I believe, 5 or 7. I'm doing this off the top of my head. But Rich doesn't get any. In the second quarter, Rich is able to keep up with them. Fourth quarter, Rich is able to keep up with them. But it's one of those too little too late. It's just coming out of the locker room. Things didn't quite click for Rich, but they did get going at certain times for the Rebels. Final score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard is Manila 45, Rich 31. And, the numbers are going to tell us the story, Rob Leifson. And what are we seeing here?
Well, you nailed it with the problem of the offense in the first and the third quarter. 10 of 30 for Rich from 2-point, only 1 of 9. And the three-pointer could have helped open up the paint a little bit for the Rebels. 8 of 17 from the free throw line, a little bit of improvement over last night. Manila 9 of 18 from 2. 5 of 20 from three-point land. It's a lot of threes from Manila. Hitting 5 was enough. They were 10 of 23 from the free throw line. Rich wins the battle of the boards 30-27. Tuck Davis with 21 of Manila's points. There's your high point man of the game.
That's your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fast and fresh meat. We'll be right back after this with our Dr. McKay Frankham Precision Play of the Game on a, where does it say? Here we go. Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Basketball on 98.3 FM with video live video online at mylocalradio.com.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Frankham. Something I've really enjoyed as a dentist over the past 20 years are the lasting friendships that I've formed with many of my patients. My staff is really great, and we try hard to make sure that every patient feels a warm welcome. It doesn't matter if it's your first visit or if you've been with us for years. Every patient is welcome and always appreciated. Our goal is to provide the best dental care possible at reasonable rates. Please call us today to schedule your appointment at 307-789-8910.
Go Red Devils!
Wyoming is unique. When it comes to high school sports, we might travel 6 hours to a game, but when we get there, we know the other team, their parents, and the coaches. Wyoming is like one small town with really long streets. When your travels take you to Evanston, always stay with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. Clean, comfortable rooms, a restaurant serving healthy, delicious food, and breakfast is always included. If you're bringing the team or following the team, stay with us every time you're in Evanston. The Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Thank you for joining us today for the post-game show. It's time for the Dr. McKay Frankham Precision Play of the Game, brought to you by Dr. McKay Frankham Precision Dentistry for the whole family. Call 307-789-8910 today. And when it comes to singular precision play, it's kind of hard to narrow it down. There were some good moments. I think you'd have to give it to the quick pass. I can't remember who it was off the top of my head. I want to say it was sorry, my memory is failing me, but there was that quick, fast break transition pass where they lobbed it, and they had a player standing right on their own. I want to say it was Trey Walker. Yeah, Trey Walker gets out from coverage, busts through, gets into the opposing lane with nobody there. His teammates notice it, lob the ball to him, and he finishes it off with the finger roll. And that's your Dr. McKay Frankham Precision Play of the Game. That is brought to you by Dr. McKay Frankham in Evanston, providing precision family dentistry at affordable prices. Call today, 307-789-8910. The final score of today's game on the Station on Main scoreboard was Manila 45, Rich 31. You're listening to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Basketball on 98.3 FM with video coverage online at mylocalradio.com.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Frankham. Something I've really enjoyed as a dentist.
High school sports fans, we know that sometimes you have to drive a long way to get to the next game. If you find yourself on the side of the road, remember that Freeway Tire in Evanston offers service calls and roadside assistance 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's a great idea to have your vehicle serviced, tires checked, and oil changed to make sure it's in top shape before your next long drive. Visit Freeway Tire today, your locally owned and operated tire shop. Freeway Tire, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
They say the three most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
And we welcome you back to the post-game show. It's time to reveal the player of the game, sponsored by the town of Garden City, where families play at beautiful Bear Lake. Visit gardencity.utah.us. And Rob Leifson and I, we were discussing who should player of the game go to, and I think we came to a consensus here. It's going to be big number 34, Hayden Weston. I mean, he tied the Rich Rebels for the most points in the game. Plus, on top of that, he did that picking up 3 very quick fouls and was very effective, too. He kind of brought it back and just really did a great job in the post for Rich at times.
Yeah, I thought on the drive home last night that maybe the player of the game from last night's game should have went to him. Just to get back on the floor from an injury is a lot of energy and a lot of work to get back on the court, and it's good to have him back playing with the Rebels.
The player of the game today has been brought to you by the town of Garden City, where families play at beautiful Bear Lake. Visit gardencity.ut.us. The final score of today's game on the Station on Main scoreboard, Manila takes down Rich 45-31. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel basketball on 98.3 FM with video coverage online at mylocalradio.com.
In the state where life is elevated, live your life in a higher gear. Cash Honda Yamaha can help you enjoy our beautiful local terrain, whether it's in the valleys, mountains, snow, or water. So get out and enjoy all nature has to offer at a higher speed. Visit Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley to start living your life at your new speed. Visit us in Hyde Park, just north of Logan, Utah.
So this is the reserve at Bear Lake, most beautiful place in the world. Come here and find out how you can buy your own Airbnb property and help pay for itself, or just come here and enjoy a second home. Sports courts, pools, hot tubs, access to 200 miles of mountain trails. Brand new homes now starting at $600,000. Quarter shares starting at $250,000. Would like you to invite you to be part of that. Call Gary McKee at Bear Lake Realty at 435-946-8888.
In case you're tuning in, you saw you missed the game where the Rich Rebels, I think, are kind of starting to find some improvement for themselves, as the final of today's game was 45-31 Manila over Rich. Let's go ahead and talk about what is coming up on our roundup calendar. And we're going to put the graphic on, but ignore the writing, as that is incorrect. But what's coming up on our roundup calendar, Rob Leifson?
Well, this week you get Parent-Teacher Conference, better known as Parent Torture Chamber, on Tuesday and Wednesday at the North Rich Elementary and Middle School. And winter sports pictures on Thursday, and that is the only time you're going to be able to see the Rebels at home. The boys' JV team will host the Utah School of the Deaf and the Blind at 5:30, and the girls will host the Bear Lake Bears, games at 4, 5:30, and 7, while the wrestlers will pass them on the bus as they go to Montpelier to wrestle. Friday, the girls' wrestling team will be in Bountiful, while the boys are headed to the Wind River Tournament Friday and Saturday, and the boys and girls basketball teams will be headed to Altamont on Friday. Saturday, Rich Middle School starts their season for the boys with a Evanston Jamboree, while the girls and the boys will be headed across the border to play the Cokeville Panthers. So the only time you get the Rebels at home is on Thursday night. Other than that, tune in on My Local Radio, and we'll have the broadcast for you.
A big thank you to each and every one of you guys for tuning in. On behalf of our producer back at the studio in Evanston, Wyoming, Mr. Colton Bagley, as well as my broadcast partner, Mr. Rob Leifson, we would like to thank you for tuning in. Our executive producer is Val Cook. A big thank you to all our producers, Colton Bagley and Mr. Sean Hando. Our sales director, Julie Burley. Our sales manager, Mr. Matt Petrie, as well as our sales associates, Christine Wiley and Dustin Myers, as well as our office manager, Julie Burley. And a big thank you to the rest of the staff at My Local Radio Sports. That would be the voice of the Valley, Colin Holt, voice of the Preston Indians in Idaho, Mr. Dan Hubbard, and, of course, Mr. Cody Olson. You guys love him. He'll be back next week. I'm Elon All saying thank you guys so much for putting up with me this weekend. You guys take care, and we will see you next time.
The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of MyLocalRadio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Old West Media Incorporated. Thank you for joining us on this Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Sports on MyLocalRadio.com. Until next time, go Rebels!